Welcome, folks, to the first episode of Pubcast Plays Dungeons and Dragons. Yay! We finally made it. We are here. We've gotten so many requests to actually do this, and it's, all the stars aligned, and it's now here, and we're managing to do it and get it done. So hopefully you enjoy this. You join us on this journey. It's going to be over the summer months and maybe into the Christmas months, depending on how the campaign goes and how these people, our adventurers, enjoy it. I'm going to full disclosure at the start. The initial part of this campaign is an adaptation of a 3.5 edition level 3 to 4 campaign that I've taken from my old D&D stuff and mixed it into a larger campaign. So there are little snippets of the old campaign that was originally created by somebody else, now leading into the campaign that I've written, that these people are now going to tear apart piece by piece and make it their own. Because that is the beauty of Dungeons & Dragons, people. It's going to be very homebrewy in parts. It's 5th ed D&D. I just want to make sure that I'm recording the audio. Yes, I am. It's 5th ed D&D. So you may see some rules here that are part of the D&D things, but we will be smudging the lines when it comes into character moments or story elements. So if you're a stickler for the rules, from the get-go, be aware that the rules may not always be something that we go by. We're just going to enjoy ourselves, have a bit of fun.
Actually, right on page 3, the second paragraph of my
So, yeah. So, that's the type of thing it's going to be. So, without further ado, and also for anyone that's, aware that D-Man is not here, D-Man will be joining us further along in the campaign. He's currently on his way in transit to this realm.
He's currently suckling a giant
widow.
Yeah. So, as is, welcome folks to the realm. Everyone take out their maps. So there is an actual physical copy of the map for everyone. For the viewers, we now have a copy of the map on screen. We're going to go into the realm of Terris Tular. This is a homebrew thing that I've created, so therefore it's not going to fit into any of the kind of stuff that you're used to if you're a stickler for the D&D story. Terris Tular is a world made up of 3 continents. We have Grulok Tular, which is the northern part of the world, was where the orcs used to inhabit. There's no longer full-blown orcs in this world. They have been gone for hundreds of years. They were wiped out with the countless wars that they were part of. They were very honourable orcs, but they were just the land of Grulok Tular was a place of legend, and a lot of the lower kingdoms decided that they had to invade there to reap them of their kind of riches and stuff like that. So that's why the orcs are no longer in existence. But their lands and all of the legends that go along with the orcs still exist. All the myths and kind of the dark corridors of that world. We also have to the east the Eastern Isles, which are made up of a large collection of small islands. And the inhabitants of those islands were once pirates. They were kind of outcasts from the world, and they decided that they wanted to make their own existence. So they moved all of their belongings, all their families, everything moved over to the Eastern Isles, and they decided to set up shop there. Over time, they became a legitimate power in the world, a legitimate kind of place for resources. They rely heavily on exporting the wonders of the Eastern Isles to the rest of the realms. And they have a royal family. The Santo Real are the royal families. They live up the north of the map. And they have a big castle up there. They rule fairly enough. It is kind of cutthroaty, as pirates would tend to be. But the rest of the Eastern Isles kind of happily sit under the rule of the Santo Real. There are 2 main ports in the Eastern Isles, Herrick's Point and Fenwick's Bay. They are the main docklands and areas where all of the resources of the Eastern Isles are exported from, out west towards the land of Terris Moor. Now, Terris Moor is where we are going to be starting our campaign today, mainly in the city of Threshold. The capital of Terris Moor is Terris Moor. That's the name of the capital. It's where the king sits and resides, King Gregor. He is a just and fair king and has brought a kind of a time of prosperity to the realm of Terris Moor. His brother previously who ruled over King Vestivus was a warlord. He ruled with an iron fist and was bloodthirsty. He just wanted to kill everything. So he wasn't the best of us. He was the best of us. So Gregor kind of took over, and we may get into that family's history further down the line of the campaign. But for now, we are starting in the city of Threshold. Threshold has seen better times. It's one of those cities that has been bypassed, and the surrounding cities around it are more kind of financially more stable. Threshold used to be a big town for kind of like market shares and A lot of people would go there for resources, but the cities around it, like Christown, which is where a lot of the assassin guild were formed. We have Northford, where it's basically the mainstay for weaponry in the land of Terris Moor, and then we have the mining town of Breston. Breston is where there's a deep pocket of mines that exist underneath Breston that were discovered thousands of years ago, and that has been solidly been a mining town for generations, and continues to be one of the richest towns in the kingdom. We also have West Harbour, which is further down south to the west, which is where the Terris Moor docks are as well. Terris Moor itself sits in the southern part of the country, and to the east of that we have the lands of the armies, which is where the barracks and the east garrison of Terris Moor sit. But we will start, as I said, this story begins in Threshold. Threshold is getting notes here. Yeah. So we are going to get to that. So Threshold is a dark place, and it's a rough and tumble place, and this is where our characters find themselves now. We're going to start off this particular section, and we're going to have each individual person go around the table and to the camera address themselves and tell you what character they are playing, and a bit about their race and a tiny bit about their history. So we're going to start off on my left with Jill.
Oh, no pressure.
No pressure. Right into the camera, Jill. Tell us, obviously you're Jill, character you're playing, and a bit about them.
Okay, so I'm playing a half-orc barbarian called Artir. She decided to embark on a career in questing after she had left her hometown. Like most half-orcs, she was bullied a bit. She had a bestie, they fell out, and she went, fuck this, I'm off to find some adventure. Because she's half-orc, she, has a bit of a temper, to put it mildly. But if you've got puppers, you're her best friend. Not puppies.
Awesome.
Cool.
Hello, I'm Naomi. My character is Loran the Dayman. He is a gold-skinned tiefling, as you can see. He is not originally from this part of the world. He has a long and sordid history with his ex-lover. It's a whole thing. They fell out. He defeated him in battle. Long story. And now he's living in Threshold, running a bar with some, I won't say friends, acquaintances, and provides entertainment, singing about his life and his battle victories to the land, to anyone who'll listen.
Ryan.
I am Ryan, as Wayne just said, and I am playing the human warlock Norman Manfred.
That's a great name.
I don't really have anything really interesting to say about him. That's the thing. There's just not a lot to. He's just kind of like the rest of your common garden variety mortals. He's just a guy.
He's
just a guy.
Guys,
Simple man, finding his way in the world.
Finding his way in the world.
Yeah, he's pretty fresh. Okay. Right?
Yeah, so I'm Tom. I'm playing a elf. Again, I'm confusing myself. I'm playing an elf monk. I am called Talisar Wynn. He's a bit of a nice enough guy, does pushes buttons a bit, and he'll probably step in and help people. Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Fish out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it? Oh,
Yes.
Mysterious.
It is mysterious. My name is Kim. I'm a noob that needs to get
That's character's name.
Yeah. My character is called Cody. She's pretty savvy. It is, it's spelled differently. She is a half-elf rogue with some nice meaty family baggage and an interest in righting wrongs and being dexterous, I suppose. We shall see. So, we shall see. And I'm looking forward to this.
And I'm Wayne, and I will be your DM for this adventure.
We will do you proud.
By derailing all of your plans.
The team derail Wayne's plans.
Yeah.
Cue music. So we start in the city of Threshold. As I've said, it is a horrible place of economic downturn, and it is seen better times. We will start this story with the character Mr. Manfred.
Hey, good
As
old
he
boy Norman.
comes upon the gates of Threshold in a very unassuming way. As you approach the gates of Threshold, you're looking around and you see that it's a very run-down looking entrance. There's 2 guards posted at the main gate. The portcullis is up, and the guards are just standing around. They look like they're just not bothered. Their armour is very dull, very dirty. Their cloaks are grimy. Their weapons are in their sheaths. They're just standing there. They're like there's no real guard post stopping people from going in and out. They're just there to serve a purpose of like, yeah, we have guards. Yeah.
Can I ask, this, so obviously it's, in squalor. Would it be in kind of recent living memory that it started to decline? Or was this a long kind of established thing?
You're asking this as the character, or is this?
No, I'm asking this as a player.
As a player.
I guess to put it in an in-character phrase, I guess I'm asking, would it be obvious that there used to be wealth here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, at one point, Threshold was a very wealthy city,
Yeah.
but the upkeep hasn't been for a very long time. So you can see opulence underneath the grime. It's going to be a lot of that. Opulence! Oh, dear Lord. I will warn people now, there will be probably a lot of RuPaul Drag Race references in this show.
Sorry.
We're
Sorry,
going to branch out.
Yeah. So, yes, Threshold, as you can see, like it is ancient wealth. So
Yeah.
the city once was a very prosperous place, but due to other places becoming more wealthy around it and people going there less, the business has gone elsewhere.
It was left behind.
So it was left behind. It's a city in the past for sure. It's a dead end place to find yourself, and that's where you find yourself. So the city walls are grimy. There's moss everywhere. There's very little upkeep. The road is like a dirt road into the city. There's no real upkeep there at all. I can't stress enough, lack of upkeep.
Yeah.
So what do you do as you approach the city gates?
Ryan.
You mentioned there are guards on the gates.
There are.
I would like to approach one of them first of all.
Yes.
Are they? You mentioned they're armed, but kind of lackadaisical.
No, their weapons are sheathed. They don't have any swords out. There's no spears or anything. They both have a short sword on their waist.
Okay.
But you don't see any other type of armor or weapons around them. They do have armor, but it's pretty dingy looking.
Okay. I would like to approach one of them on the gate. Pause in front of this guard for maybe a second or two too long to originate any kind of normal conversation. Just enough that they'd sort of be like, what's happening here? And then lean in and say, excuse me, denizen of Squalor.
Oh no!
I have come to your backwater burg. Could you please point me in the direction of the town square?
You know, over the town square.
That's the one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you keep walking down this road here,
Yes.
like it literally goes right to the town square.
Excellent.
Just straight walking. Yeah.
This will suit my purposes immensely. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Yeah.
And then I walk past him, but like as I walk past, I kind of want to rest a hand on his shoulder, just briefly give a squeeze.
Right. I think I've had my fill of interesting individuals for the day. Yeah. Grand. He just looks at you as you walk past.
I just stroll on in.
No
Once I am done talking, we are finished. He is nothing.
You walk down the main thoroughfare. You see that on either side of you, the street is lined with like shops, but a lot of them are boarded up. There are one or two still open. Like there's a couple of weaponry stores.
Yeah.
There's a blacksmith on one side that the fire is burning, and there is a guy in there hammering something.
Okay.
So hang on, it's a bit of Atmos.
Oh.
You have to have the Atmos. Well, spare me.
You very much get the impression that the Royal Crown's guards are not going to be stocking up at any place like this.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not. It's run of the mill basic
Yeah.
stuff like lower level type things like
Like if you pay enough, you might get a sword with a hilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're lucky. So the city is pretty, as I said, it's worn down. There's a couple of stray dogs milling about the place. There's dog muck all over the ground. There's even a couple of beggars. There's a couple. You can smell like the scent of these things as you get closer to them. It's just piss.
Yeah.
Piss and blood and wine. Really shitty, cheap wine.
The smell of mortality. It's like home. Is there a beggar with a dog by any chance?
There is a beggar with a dog.
Excellent. I approach there.
He jingles his cup at you as you approach. Like, got the arms to the poor, mate. I used to be a veteran.
I bend down and I sort of put my hand on his head.
What are you fucking doing?
But my attention is on the dog.
Get your fucking hands off me!
Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to speak to your companion.
Gods, this weirdo won't get his hands off me!
I reach into my robes, take out a pamphlet, and tuck it away into his cup. And I'm like, your earthly rewards are as nothing compared to the ones you will find within these tomes.
Oh, you're a right one, you are, mate.
Now, if you'll excuse me, my conversation. And I turn back to the dog.
What the fuck?
You appear to be, though mangy, a denizen of this town. I wonder if you could point me towards the local tavern of ill repute.
Oh my god.
Mate, the dog's not going to help you. It's a dog.
Hush now.
What? I'm used to being ignored here, but this is ridiculous.
As I kind of look at the dog and wait for an answer, eventually I realise I'm not getting one, and I'm like, I see it too important to talk to one such as me. And then I turn to the beggar. Oh hush. Now, I suppose you could perhaps point me in the right direction. I tell you what, if you point me towards whichever tavern is least frequented by the middle class, or I assume it doesn't quite reach the upper, I take out one copper piece. I'm like, I'll give you this shiny coin.
His eyes light up. He's like, yeah, mate, yeah. Well, you've got your pick of taverns round here.
I want the worst.
Not the worst. Okay, well, there's a few pretty bad ones. Right, well, you grace my cup with that copper, and I'll tell you where the worst tavern is in town.
I slowly, never breaking eye contact, I reach over and put it into the cup.
Oh.
Yes, the money is delicious.
The shittiest place you can get a brew in this city is one that comes to mind, and I might see you there later, is the Troll's Hole.
The Troll's Hole.
It's in the Undermart, mate. It's in the Undermart.
I see. Where is the Undermart?
Well, it's not far, because let me see now, where am I? Right.
Lying in your filth. Where is the Undermart?
Thank you for pointing that out, deliciously. But you want to go up here, take a right, then go down, and then take a left, and then it's there on the left. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a lot of beggars around there. It's where we mostly go when we have a bit of coin. But yeah, that's where it is, in the Undermart. Right, left, right.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I hope to see you in the all-encompassing embrace.
Well, if you feel like giving me more coin, I can definitely join you.
And then I already did it.
Alright, mate, bye. He wasn't so bad, was he? Yeah. Woof!
So I was really hoping the dog would just be like, yeah, what a weirdo.
No.
So, yeah, I will follow his directions as best as I can parse them to find myself to the Undermart.
You follow his directions. It's pretty straightforward. And you could literally follow the smell. Again, it's like down. The Undermart is the under part of the city. There's a large archway that's dotted with kind of like little cherub figures. As you go under, you notice they're all worn to pieces. But the smell just gets really bad. Like it's just defecation and piss everywhere. You follow your nose and you follow the directions of the beggar, and you come to a doorway, and above the doorway is a sign sticking out, and it just says the Troll's Hole, and it's got on the actual placard a very worn picture, but you can just make it out is a troll's head on a pike.
Okay.
And this is like and that's the Troll's Hole you found.
So the hole is his mouth.
The hole is his mouth.
Yeah, I kind of stand in front of the door for a moment, reach out to the sign, wipe a finger along it. I imagine it's quite...
Oh, it's filthy.
Yeah.
Like your hand comes away and it's just green and ooze and it's disgusting.
I wipe a finger along the sign, sort of, yes, this is the place. And
roll a constitution check.
First round.
That's a 4.
Take 2 points of poison damage.
That is some strong
Shouldn't be
kill.
licking things you're not supposed to.
Oh, I love to lick things.
That's
Though.
a good.
So 2 points?
2 points of poison damage.
Grand.
Oh.
I'll write that down just so you know.
Is your con 0?
Oh, I was just wait. I was actually +2, but 6 wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
So -2. Grand. I won't slow the game down right now though. So I'm going to sort of my idea of surreptitiously, which is not at all enter the tavern, which is sort of just opening the door and sliding around.
I love this guy.
You're oozing your way into the tavern.
I'm essentially oozing my way into the tavern before closing it behind me.
Okay. Well, you ooze away into the tavern, and as soon as you open the door, you're hit by the smell, which isn't as bad as the smell outside. It's a little bit better. It's generally the smell of really stale booze, and there's still there's an undercurrent of wee.
Yeah.
But it's
That's a
mainly
theme.
stale booze.
Yeah.
And as you enter, you're also hit by the sound that's in there. There's a wailing coming from the far end of the bar, where there's a stage, and on the stage we have a tiefling performing to the best of their ability, as far as you can tell. Also, now we don't have a camera on our little map here of things, and we will eventually on future campaigns. But for now, we have what we have. This is mainly for the players here. So we have an outline of the bar here. As you enter, there are booths to your. If you're entering and you're facing the stage, you have the bard on the stage, and then to your right there are a selection of booths.
Okay.
And in those booths, in the first booth, we have what appears to be a monk.
Okay.
Tom, his character Talisar, is sitting there, looking very confused.
Yeah.
Like they look very much out of place. They don't like. What are they doing in a place like this? They're looking at the bard on the stage, and they're like looking around and going, "What the hell?"
I'd imagine, not to speak for you, but I'd imagine slightly too washed looking to be here.
Probably, yeah.
Completely out of place. Like,
Yeah.
not a character you would expect to find in this type of a dog.
Like I'm barely like I have a small drink in front of me and I've barely even.
Yeah.
The next booth up has the rogue. In it you see a cloaked figure sitting there, but they're sitting with their back to the stage. They're looking at the door. They're not paying attention to the sound that's in the room. They have their head down. They've got a drink in front of them, just the one drink. And the monk, by the way, has no drink in front of them. They're just sitting there, and like there's a bowl of peanuts, and they're having it like that. But you see, the rogue is just staring at the door. You just came in. The next booth over has a very large half orc, and beside that half orc is a giant battle axe, just sitting in the booth with them. Their table is filled with empty tankards, and they've got a full one in front of them, and they are thoroughly enjoying the show. Having a rare old time. They think this is a cracking gig.
Make it rain! He's like scrambling on the ground like. You also have two humans at the end of the bar. They seem to be bickering in the hushed tones, and then you have a female. Remind me of the race. Kenku at the bar, and she's just leaning against. She's just picking her nails. There are the talons on her. Talons on her wings or whatever, her wings. She's picking at her feathers. And she
who have wicked talents.
maybe on her feet. So she's like picking her feet. No, she's just like not interested in anything that's going on. She's ignoring the gig. She's ignoring most of the people in the room. She's just not bothered. So what do you want to do?
I have enclosed the bar door behind me. I'll eye up everyone I'm noticing. I think the person who would draw my interest the most would be the hooded rogue.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Given particularly that everyone else is looking at the stage,
Yeah.
except for this person. But then I will turn and head to the bar to speak to the Kenku.
Okay, the Kenku looks up from picking at herself and she
Yeah.
sees you.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
Greetings, feathered mortal. I would like you to fetch me one of your human libations.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we got a live one here. Right, a libation. Do you mean you want a beer?
Is that what they drink here?
Yeah, pretty much, mate. Yeah,
In
pretty
that
much.
case, yes, fetch me a beer.
Right, so, okay, she takes out a filthy glass. Like, it's the filthiest thing you've ever seen, and she proceeds to pull the one tap that's in the bar. She just fills it with beer,
Yeah.
and then slides it across. Says, "That'll be a silver."
Yep, I hand her a silver piece.
Thank you very much.
That's gone.
It's gone forever.
Yeah. As I take the drink, sort of like looking inside this filthy glass, like, ah yes, the filth of accumulated ages, and then I like stick my tongue into the glass and start like licking it up
Oh
the
my
beer.
god, please make them roll again.
yeah, I'm just gonna say, roll another constitution check.
Gonna be dead by the end of the first session. That's another 6.
Okay, you take, hang on. Let me d6.
Surely I should only be more
You
intoxicated.
take 1 point of poison damage.
1. Fair enough.
Now the poison just it hits you and then wears off straight away. It's not lingering
Yeah,
poison.
of course.
It's just like ugh, like your
Yeah.
human body is just like, what the hell is he doing to me? What the hell? So,
Delicious, it hurts to drink. Now,
that is generally the reaction we get. Yeah.
I was wondering why I stop in. Could you provide me with some information upon one of your patrons?
I can if the price is right.
How much would information upon one of your patrons cost me?
Well, who are you looking for?
I have cut, and I kind of like lean in on the bar. Fanatical devotion suddenly apparent.
She is just like she's leaning back.
Like there is a distinct, I have come here seeking a great prophet by the name of Trevelyan.
Roll an intimidation check for that one.
That's a 17.
Oh, she is like freaked out. She's looking at the two guys at the end of the bar who are not paying any attention to her. They're deep in conversation, and she's just like looking back and forth to see, is anyone here for backup because you're freaking her the fuck out. But she goes, "Right, well, Trevelyan, yeah, he's in here all the time. But if you really want to know when he comes in," she kind of forgets herself and then just starts to tell you, because you've intimidated her so much that she's forgotten about the price. So, we'd probably hear in a half an hour or so. He comes in most regularly. If for some reason he really likes the bard.
I see. Half of an hour.
Yes.
Regular guy.
I hop up onto the bar stool. Sort of, not quite sit on it, but more kind of wait. Like,
So what, you're perched on it? Like a bird or something?
I am not in the stool, to put it that way.
Right, okay. So you're perched at the stool, everyone else is now in the room. The bard is singing away, coming quite close to the end of the song. What are the rest of you?
You can tell though, that's the thing.
What?
It doesn't seem to have a
There's
definitive
no
end.
real,
It's just-
there's no real chorus, verse, chorus.
No.
It's like all over the gaff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with the rest of you guys. We'll go around. What are you all doing? So Tom,
I'm just kind of exasperated, just sitting at the
not your inside voice, Tom.
Sorry, I'm just sitting a bit exacerbated, just kind of not really knowing why I'm even here.
Yeah.
Just kind of watching everything and just kind of paying attention to this human dude that's just walked in the bar. That's all, really.
Cool. Kim.
I've noticed that he's a weirdo, but I'm still watching the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jill.
Haven't even noticed him. Too busy watching the bard.
So you're paying attention. You're paying attention to the door. You're paying attention to the bard.
Yeah.
You're just lost for really anything.
I'm
I've
kind
got
of
one
paying
eye on
attention
him.
to
I've
him.
had too many ales to
Okay.
be concerned with him, and the singing is great. So
Okay. And with that, as you're all doing what you're doing, you're paying attention to the bard. You're paying attention to him and the door, and you're paying attention to him and Bill, whatever else is going on. The door swings open, And it's like, the door swings open and in bursts this long robe, very tall. He used to bend to get in through the place. He's
Taller than me, like.
roughly the same height as you,
Okay.
but he's like thin, stick thin.
Okay.
Long gilded robes, very high class looking robes, but at their train, they're covered in muck because he's coming down through the undermark. And he sweeps in, he's sweeping in kind of in a motion that he's very confident in the room. As soon as he walks into the room, it's not that he expects all eyes to be on him, all eyes can't help but be on him. He's tall, very gaunt, old looking man, massive grey eyes. You see his eyes, that's one of the first things you see is his eyes. He's got a little wispy little kind of chin beard going on, and slick back grey, short grey hair. He has got no tattoos or anything like that, but he's like, he just seems to glow. There's just something about him. He sweeps in and makes his way towards the end of the bar. He kind of takes everyone in and just smiles. He just sees everyone's in the room and he just smiles and makes his way towards the bar and just calls on the barmaid. He's like, I will have my usual, my dear. And the barmaid comes over and just slides him a glass of this green liquid that's like steaming slightly. And just proceeds to watch the show, kind of, but also taking in everyone else. This is Darius Trevelyan. Or Dacius Trevelyan, sorry. Dacius Trevelyan. Nobody, you don't know who he is, but he is the reason why you are all here. I think you each individually know your reasons for being here. Does anyone want to do anything at this point?
Well, I'm sitting closest to him.
You are quite close to him. He's about 2 stools away from you.
Am I getting any indication from the Kenku?
The Kenku, as she walks past from giving him the drink to him, she kind of goes,
I kind of look at him and I'm like, out loud. That's not a thought.
So you make it do you make the noise towards him?
Oh yeah.
Okay. He kind of looks up and he just gives you the nod and he raises his glass and he's like, Mr. Manfred, isn't it?
I believe you are the one I seek.
Well, yes, I have kind of asked for you to be here.
Yes, I saw you in my dreams.
Well, you're not the first person to say that to me, but yes, I need your help. And then he just
Understandable.
he stops and then looks about the rest of the room and then just sweeps his arm across and then as he does it, you lose your voice.
Oh.
You stop singing.
I'm coming over.
Yeah, he beckons. He basically goes, can I get everybody's attention, please?
Okay.
And his voice just resonates. He's like, he's barely raising his voice, but it just, everyone can hear him, even you in your stupor of like, the music stops and you're just like, "Wah!"
Oh shit! I was
And
already.
suddenly I'm a bit more sober.
You would
I
have
was already over with them because I didn't trust him, but I was looking for Trevelyan. So.
Yeah. So, I believe all of you are looking for me. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'm just hanging back, just kind of watching everything. I'm just standing there holding my staff.
I don't think Loran realizes his voice is gone, and he's just like saying words with his mouth, making movements, and nothing's coming out, but he hasn't quite realized. So he's just not.
He leaves you to it.
Yeah.
It's just, he's addressing these three. Have you? What are you doing? Are you still in your seat?
No, I've made my way over because the music has stopped. I've sobered up a little bit now as a result of that. And I've clocked who is standing at the bar. It's Dacius. So, it's like, oh, there's the fucker I was looking for. Before I started on this beer. Got distracted by that bard.
I have a favour to ask of all of you. You're all well known to me. I may not be well known to you, but I trust that as a collective you will be able to help me in my task.
I'm eyeing everyone suspiciously.
I don't do
know
favours,
what's
I
going
get
on
paid
here.
for shit.
Oh, there will be payment.
Oh, that's grand.
There will be payment, and you will be paid handsomely. If you can do what I need you to do.
I don't really work in groups. I don't want to work in a group. If you need me to do something, I will do it. I don't know anyone here. This is not how I operate anymore.
So you're not willing to work for a substantial sum of money, and also, do a very good deed for somebody in need.
How do I know it's a good deed?
You notice now, out of nowhere, there is a small, well, not small, a large chest is just appeared behind him. Out of nowhere, he wasn't there. What? a chest just appeared behind him out of nowhere.
You know it's a good deed because of my enormous titties.
A large ironwood chest has appeared just behind him. Out of, like, you didn't notice it before, but it's there now. And he just turns and looks at it and gives it a kick. And it tips over and the lid opens and out falls a halfling out of the chest.
What?
That container had a little man within it.
It did, my friend, it did. This is my colleague Kiro. Kiro is in the spot of butter, aren't you, Kiro? The halfling is like lying flat on their back, and that they were the only thing in the chest that you could see. Like, there seems to be a glowing light, just kind of like slowly dissipating. You notice as well. Just as the chest has opened and he's spilled out, there was a glowing light that's now gone back inside the chest, and it's just now gone. But the halfling's now flat on their back, looking up at the ceiling, and they're like looking around going, what the? And he's like, Kiro, would you care to explain to these fine people what predicament you are in and why they need your help? The halfling kind of sits up and he's like, hello, yeah, I'm in a bit of a spot of bother. I kind of need your help, and my good friend Mr. Trevelyan has told me that you will help me. You will, because if you don't, I'm a dead man. I am. And it's really all my own fault, but I really need somebody's help. And he's looking at you because he's heard you say that you don't want to help him. He's like, I really need somebody's help. I really do. I got myself into a spot bother with a lord, I can't help myself. Most of the time I see something shiny and I have to have it, and it's like, you know, he was in the market one day, and then he's just constantly, his voice is just getting faster and faster as he talks. I was in the market one day, and I saw his pouch, and his pouch had this beautiful, I opened it up and it had this beautiful large jewel inside. And his eyes are like just staring off into the distance thinking about this jewel. And I thought, oh, you know what, I could buy myself the best weapons, the best armour. I wouldn't need to steal again. I could just be safe. I could look after myself. I could feed myself, and it'd be so good. And next thing I knew, I was running, and I had the thing in my hand, and it was marvellous. And then I realised I was fucked, because this lord, he looked a bit dark, and he looked a bit twisted, and I was right, because it turns out the jewel was cursed in some way. And he's now sent his goons after me, and I really need help getting rid of the goons, or I really need help getting the jewel back, you see, because I no longer have it.
This tiny larcenous child is very entertaining.
I sold it, you see, and I bought myself all this lovely gear. You look at his armour, and it's like this beautifully designed leather armour. Like it's clear that this is a failed rogue. He's got this armour on him, and he's got these daggers that are bejeweled. And he looks really impressive for a halfling, but he sounds so pathetic. And he goes on to tell you that the wizard, he sold the jewel to a wizard. There was a wizard passing through town, and he was in desperate need of something like this jewel, and he paid me so much money. I thought, wow, this is amazing. So I got everything I wanted, I sold the jewel, and he left with a group. He had a small group of people, and they were going west into the forest outside Threshold, and then he's gone, and now I need the jewel back, because I know for a fact, I've heard that the bounty hunters are on my tail, and they're going to hunt me down and they're going to kill me, because if I can't give them the jewel, they've been told I have to die, and they have to bring my head back to the Lord.
Trevelyan, we have to steal something for a thief? How is this doing good for anybody?
Trevelyan kind of puts his fingers together and he says, well, you have to understand, the jewel itself, it's a special jewel. And the warlock that he sold it to is going to use it to do some very, very bad things. He is going to take it and he's going to probably lead to something that will destroy Treasure. Now I know you're looking at this town and you're thinking,
What a shithole.
yes, it is pretty much a shithole, but I have to say I'm very fond of Treasure. I've been here a very long time, and of all the places I've lived, it's always been welcoming to me. And I'd hate to see something terrible happen to it and its citizens. But this warlock in question is a very bad man. Worse than this lord that is looking for the head of our young friend here. Our young friend is in dire need of help. I am in need of your help. You will be paid handsomely. And anything you find on your adventure to find this warlock, you can keep. It's yours. I just need your help. And who knows, it may lead to future endeavours where you can be paid more handsomely.
Are we
Down the
square
line.
after this?
You mean the debt?
Yeah.
Well, yes. I can help you. I can help you to get to where you need to go and not be seen by the people you don't want to be seen by, if you help me. And pay you handsomely too.
Yeah, I heard that. Who are these clowns?
Well, these are your fellow
Oh, great.
adventurers. And he points at you.
And I'm just kind of standing, just kind of leaning against the staff, just waiting for something.
You haven't said much, monk. Are you willing to take on this quest?
Javeli, you know my brotherhood, and you know what we do. If this is all that I've been sent for, this is no bother.
Well, it's why I sent for you. I think you are very important to this group. You may not know it yet, but you are very important to each other. I have seen this. It will happen. And this is the start of it all.
Who are you?
Who I am is, I'm just a facilitator. I facilitate situations like this.
That's a very fancy word.
I know, I'm well read. But I will say this. You will not be sorry if you undertake this quest and this task. And Kira will be so grateful. And the payment will be powerful and strong. You will find riches beyond your wildest dreams.
Do we have to bring the halfling?
Oh no, the halfling isn't going with you.
Thank fuck.
Oh no, the halfling's staying with me. I'm going to bundle him back inside that chest and keep him safe.
Good.
And what of
Because that's a lot of stupid we don't need on a quest.
and what of the two men that are chasing him, or the men that are chasing after him? What
Well, funnily you should say that. Because, and you just hear this loud crash, and the door bursts inwards.
Game faces, everybody.
The door bursts inwards of the tavern. At that point, your voice returns.
He was mid-sentence. He was like, just wasn't sure if I was included, and I have a lot of ideas about this. Like, could you put bounties on the guys? Oh, they're there.
As you basically are talking, the door bursts inwards, a large kind of like splintering everywhere. You like showered all over the place. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yes.
D20.
God.
And add your dexterity.
Add your dexterity.
That's 8.
The 6.
15.
Okay, I'm going to start. So, 20 to 25.
Nope.
I'm going to roll for these guys. Okay, so 20 to 25? No. 20 to 15? What'd you get?
15.
15 to 10?
11.
11. 11 to 5?
9.
9. 9.
For me it was 6.
6.
8.
8.
Oh dear.
I'm not a fast boy.
You're not built for speed.
No.
6 did you
Not
say?
built for much, yes.
6, yeah.
Built for chill.
How do you spell your character's name again?
L-O-R-A-N.
D9 20.
Then we have... Okay, excellent. Okay. Okay, folks, we have rolled initiative, and we are joined by D-Man. So, finally, D-Man's character is about to enter the story in a very dramatic fashion. So, the doors burst inwards. You're showered in a hail of wooden splinters from a very soggy door for some reason. And one character enters. It is a female rogue. And she looks pretty serious. She is
She
clad.
also looks pretty.
You can't actually see her face. You just see there's a
How
hood
dare you?
over her eyes. You just
Let
see
her
her.
live.
You see her from the nose down, and you do see the tail end of the scar just on the bottom of her chin. She is dressed in head to toe in black armor, and it is like she looks pretty vicious. She has her short sword drawn, as she comes in, and that's in her right hand, and in her left hand, by the scruff of its neck, she's holding some form of kind of half badger, half bear creature that she just throws into the middle of the floor. And I would like to introduce you all to. What's your character's name? Ogun.
Can I make an instant reaction to this?
You can make an instant reaction to this.
He picks up his quarterstaff and whacks it because he thinks it's a big rat.
Here's the thing: it throws it into the center. You're at the back of the room.
True, yeah.
So do you want to it's?
He'll grab it and kind of start going towards him to be like, "We got another rat! We got another
So
rat!"
what's your movement? Because I will allow this to happen, if you want. What's your movement?
30 feet, so she can
30 feet. So
definitely
you
make it.
Yeah.
you can make it. So it's kind of halfway here.
Yeah.
Now that being said, we've rolled initiative and it's
Oh
on your
yeah,
turn
like I'm
to
not
step.
actually looking to attack him.
So this
This is more
a
like
reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. So are you swinging your staff on him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, roll for hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to avoid this. I'm gonna
You
be
are
like,
no,
not that fair, I'm
sorry. You
unconscious.
are in fucking tatters.
All right, cool. No, that's
so you are not in any shape to stop this
like
from
being
happening.
hungover. I no longer
Yeah.
function.
No, it's a 3.
You
Real
go
bad
to
hit.
move. You go to swing in and swing your quarterstaff down. Like he's still midair and hitting the floor, and he hits the floor and rolls. And just
Yeah,
whack,
well, it's
you hit the
scared.
ground. It's like you just
Absolutely.
vibrate backwards.
Can
So
I neutralise the female rogue?
just wait a second. We've rolled
Yeah,
initiative.
no.
So the rogue has come into the room. The rogue has come into the room, has thrown in Ogden into the middle of the room. You're like, oh, what the fuck? First up, we have you.
Okay. Can I peacefully enough that she can tell us something, but forcefully enough that she's gonna have
So
to
what do
tell
you
us
want to try
something.
and ask her to stop?
You
wanna talk to her?
No.
You want to try and grab her?
Yeah.
Roll a strength check.
Okay. Oh shit! Really, strength?
Strength? You're trying to grapple somebody.
No, I'm trying to get behind her. I'm trying to.
You're trying to put your arms around her.
Trying to wily be like.
But you're still trying to grab her, so roll a strength check.
Fuck.
That is a fail. You go to put your arms around her, and she literally just shrugs you off.
Did you crit fail?
No, savage. She shrugs you off and knocks you back, like literally backhands you. You're like nothing. It's like,
I am like the buzzing of flies.
yeah,
to people.
smack in the head. You just fall backwards. Is that your action? Do you want to do anything else? You have a bonus action?
I think I blew it, but I would like to find out. There should be. I'm gonna attempt a roll for sisterhood.
You like a fellow rogue type thing?
Just like
a wink, wink, nod, nod.
What are you doing here? Why are you here? What's this?
Roll.
Can I find out for the group what this is? This.
So you're trying to have a conversation with her.
It's not. That's a bit formal for what I'm trying. But
What are you shouting at her? You need to tell me what you're doing.
what brings you here, and what is this?
So you're shouting at her.
Yeah.
Right, she ignores you completely. She moves forward into the room. Next up, we have the monk.
The monk, he's kind of just seeing this kind of display of just backhandedness, just strides forward and will just smack her on across the head with the quarterstaff.
Roll for attack.
It's going to be 23 to hit.
So that hits. Roll
So
damage.
I'm using it for two-handed. So
Two-handed straight down, yes.
straight down, so it's D8. That's a pity 1.
Pity one. You do hit.
Sorry, 3.
3.
Or 4, sorry. It's 1 plus 3, so it's 4.
Motorbike.
Is that the response to what's on?
She growls.
4
and
points of bludgeoning.
that's the noise. So you basically go whack, and it catches her across the kind of the chest piece here, and she kind of stumbles back a bit, slightly dazed, and she takes 4 pieces of damage.
And then bonus action now I'm going to use a key point to do a flurry of blows, which gives me two bonus action attacks, unarmed attacks.
Roll to hit.
First one's again 23, second
Oh.
one misses.
Is that a natural 20?
No.
Oh, sorry.
One's a 5, one's an 18.
So what's the one hits?
One hit.
So you uppercut her straight in the jaw. She like reels back. Roll for damage.
And part of that then is you have to make a strength check, DC 13, or be pushed back 15 feet. And I'm using my feet this time, so I'm just
into the wall.
using my foot to do
What do I have to hit on that?
It's a DC strength. Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
no.
strength
What's the DC?
13.
Yeah, she beats that one. Good luck to you.
So that's
So she takes the whack in the chin, stumbles back a bit. What's the damage?
That is fuck's sake. Another 4.
Another 4, so 8 points of damage.
2 dice.
Yeah, always happens.
3 dice once.
And now it's into jail.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scooch back a bit then away from her,
Okay.
Okay.
back towards the stage.
I kind of want to smack her with the blunt end of my battle axe to try and knock her out.
So you're going in with the pommel of the
I'm a
axe,
tiefling.
just like whoosh into the head.
Yeah,
Okay.
was even a foe, and where she burst the door in us.
That's a miss. I think what so what? So it's 9, and then you add
Plus 5.
plus 5, so that's 14.
14.
Sorry, that misses. I'm afraid. So you go to pummel her with the battle axe. She just swerves out of the way.
Yeah.
Just like kind of like, and then you just hit her. Just swishes past, catches her cloak, and the cloak gets pulled back. The hood of the cloak gets pulled back, and you see this kind of like slim-featured face with short enough black hair down to her shoulders. She's human, and she just kind of spins and looks at you dead on. She isn't attacking just yet, so it's not her turn. Also. Now we're into Manfred.
Okay.
We have nothing.
I'll get down off my bar stool now.
Oh, you're getting off the bar stool? Okay.
That would be impressive if you fought well on the
Yeah, no, I keep hold of it and I just hop around.
Like your style.
So obviously we have no way, I guess, as Kim pointed out, we don't really know whether this is a foe or not, so I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
Nice. Is that a wisdom check? Is that just a straightforward hit? Or
That's a hit, that's an attack.
That's
It's
just
an attack. Okay.
No, that won't hit.
No
It
hit.
definitely won't hit.
You Eldritch Blast. Again, she just dodges wide and it just smashes against the wall behind her.
Yeah.
And it just dissipates and she just keeps moving forward. She has completely ignored Trevelyan, by the way. She's moved into the room and she's just waiting for her moment. For you, like Trevelyan is off to one side, just standing there like this, just like looking at it all, slight smile on his face. Next, it's into yourself.
I'm still hitting the rat.
You're still going for the rat.
It's my job in the bar to bash the rats. And
Now it's
can't
pretty
talk, so,
fucking
yeah.
big. It's definitely like you like roll. Oh, you're gonna hit him regardless.
oh yeah.
Okay, roll attack.
What? Anyway, conscious?
Not one.
Natural 1, crit fail. You swing down, and he is slowly but surely coming through. And he moves to one side. You swing down, and your staff bounces on the far end of it because you're holding it two-handed. It actually skips back up and catches you in the chin.
Very on brand.
Hang on one sec.
You want me to roll damage for
No.
my staff? Okay.
You take 6 points of damage.
I can't believe I'm going to be dead by my own staff.
Now it's her turn. She is closest to. You're behind her, right? She's moved on past you. Manfred is closest to her.
Wait, that was meant to be me.
Is that you?
Yeah, so
Where are you?
I was.
You were there.
Yes.
Okay, grand. So Manfred and yourself are closest to her. So she is going to second now. What's that?
Your statue in a big fight over there, guys.
So
Certainly posing a good fight.
she actually, in one swift motion, decides to sheath her sword And as she's doing it, she reaches to her hip and produces this long, horrible-looking barbed whip that she does strikes out and swings around, aiming for you.
What?
Ouch.
AC is 16, by the way.
Right, good to know.
AC is 16.
That's a natural 20.
What's AC?
Armor class.
So they need to roll
Armor
above
So you need
that
to above
hit
your
you.
armor class in order to hit you. So natural 20, so that hits. And that is 1d4 plus 5.
2d4 plus 1. Or are you rolling?
I'm rolling her damage. So her damage is 1d4 plus 5. That is 8 points of damage. She swings the whip around and it catches you straight across the face.
Oh, Jesus.
And there's like a gash. And it just starts, just right there, it just starts to bleed. It's like, and then she just as she just swings out, she's already moving on. And then, let's see now. Yeah, that's fine. That is her action. And she's just moving in closer. She's now swung at you, kind of staggered you back a bit, and now she's moving towards Manfred. And then it's top of the round again. So that is back to you.
Okay. I would like. I would like to attempt to disarm her.
Is it you want to calm her down, or do you want to disarm the situation? Do you want to disarm her physically, or do you want to try and talk her down?
I'm going to double down on the mistake I made the last time. Yes, I would like to try and disarm her physically.
Physically, so you want to take the whip out of her hand. So that's.
Yeah.
So what do? What are you using to do that? You're going to attack her with the dagger. You're going to throw something at her. Well, you're right now. You're not that far from her, so you can go.
I haven't taken out my weapons because last time I was going to grab her, and this time I'm also going.
Well, it's not an action to pull out your weapon, so you can just take out your weapon and attack her if you need to.
I don't want to do that. I want to talk to her afterwards. But I got to get this shit calmed down first.
So.
I'm not going to stand there going, please, please. But I also.
How do you plan on taking the whip out of her hands?
Let me see. I'm behind her.
Yeah.
So I am going to jump and try and grab her arm.
You're going to try and grab her arm.
Why is it? That's not a good response.
No, that's
me.
Alright, Badger.
So you're going to try and jump on her
See
and
the
grab
way
her
his
arm.
eyes got real big when I said that. That's bad, right?
So I'm going to, because you're behind her, I'm going to let you roll with advantage, which means you get to roll your d20 twice.
Right.
Again, I need you to roll a strength check because you're trying to disarm her, you're trying to physically subdue her. You're not using any of your weapons to do this, so you're using your own bare hands.
You'll take the higher results.
But you take the higher results. So roll a d20 twice and get the higher result. That's a crit fail. Roll again. That's a 13.
Okay.
Still good.
Plus your strength.
Strength
your
is
strength?
-1.
Minus 1, so it's 12. And she basically takes you, as you land on her shoulders or land on her arm, she grabs you, spins you around, and kicks you square in the chest as you go flying straight in towards Manfred.
Jesus Christ.
So you've moved into Manfred there.
Oh.
So you now in front of him. She's facing everyone. Now we're next into is.
He's going to find a way to make everything strength.
So
if you keep using your bare hands.
Yeah,
you
you
have
on
weapons.
you.
I don't want to hack her up before I find out what the fuck this badger is.
You probably have a lot of help. You can stab her.
He's the top.
So what am I saying? So she's gone forward to
She is now between everyone. Everyone is like she's moved. To her left is Cody. To her right is you. Behind Cody is Manfred. Then we have Lorraine, and then we have how did you pronounce your name again? Artia.
So
And in the middle of the floor,
But
we
is
have
she
all the-
looking like she's going doggedly towards
She's just
them?
looking at all of you. She has her whip and she's spinning it. She's looking at all of you, staring you all down. She is not phased in the slightest that she's facing off against so many
All
people.
these people, okay.
It is not phasing her in the slightest that she's facing off against you guys.
And I'm just all I do is wipe my face, see the blood, and I just dive forward, spinning on the ground to just crack her in the knee with the staff.
Oh yeah, that's what I should
Try and bring her down onto one knee.
Okay, roll for attack.
That's 15, but it's 20 total.
20, that hits. Roll for damage.
And that's a D8. That's not bad. That's 6 points of bludgeoning.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
And then I'm going to just do another flurry of blows.
Cool.
2 attacks. And that's 12 and 12. So that's 18 both.
Sorry, so the flurry of blows.
Basically, flurry of blows.
Combined, it's a combined roll.
Yeah, basically.
So what did you get?
So it's 2 attacks with using a key point.
And what did you get?
It's 18 and 8, or 17 twice.
So, but it's the roll is 17. Is that what I'm asking?
It's 2 17 rolls.
So
It's 2 17 rolls.
So do you combine your scores? What I'm asking?
No.
So it's 2 17 rolls. Both miss. You swing, and she takes the hit to the knee and goes down. As she's going down, she manages to duck as you. She ducks underneath your blows, but she is hurt. She took the damage on the knee, but she drops underneath your blows as you go up. You swing over her head, and her hair just flurries up.
That's fine. Just so.
Next into is Jill.
I would like to
I
rage.
thought I'd say.
She pissed me off.
Okay.
Right, now what do I do?
Right. So are you? What is your actually going to attack her with your axe? Full on.
Full on.
Of rage.
Ooh. Yeah, full on battle axe.
Full on battle axe. Okay. Roll to hit. Yeah.
16.
That definitely hits.
Yeah.
Well, with your rage, your rage,
Sorry.
your strength modifier,
That's 22 total.
22.
Yeah,
That hits.
22
Roll for damage. This might be a big roll because
So
you've got
what
your
do you
rage
roll?
modifier and your double-handed modifier as well.
What
So
is
D20 to
what
hit.
are you using?
So your
Yeah,
battle
like,
axe.
what's your roll for damage?
Battle axe
So
you have
1d8 plus
1d8
3, so
plus
that's
3.
this way.
But then you have your rage modifier on top of that as well.
Which I think is your proficiency bonus.
It is, yeah.
It's proficiency
So
bonus.
it's 1d8 plus 5.
1d8 plus 5.
3.
That's a 3.
Eight.
So it's 8 damage. You come rushing in with the axe, you swing down, and she's still kind of recovering from being hit in the knee, and you catch her straight across the armour. Now, you do make full impact, but the armour is really strong.
Uh-huh.
She takes the damage and she gets knocked backwards, and you can see just a slight dint. It's not too strong, like the armour's pretty
She
solid.
winded.
She was a bit shocked by it. She's like, whoa, this is a heavy hitter. So she's now focused on you. She's like, you're a heavy hitter, I gotta watch out for you. Like, I know Tom has done some damage. Sure, that was 8, wasn't it?
Yeah, mine was 8. Yeah.
Great. She's knocked back a bit, but not
Yeah.
like she's like, right, I'm paying attention to you, that's fine, and she's swinging the whip. Next into Manfred.
I cast Hold Person.
Hold person.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is that? What's
She
that?
has to be a Wisdom saving throw for it.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay, yeah. So,
No, I don't have to roll.
you don't
for it,
have
she
to roll.
just has to pass.
What's
14.
14. She fails.
Okay. She's paralysed.
Paralyzed. Is it paralyzed for this round? Or
I believe
paralysed?
it's until my next turn.
It's in your next turn.
remember,
Your
you-
opponent's
I think she has to make a save at the end of her next turn.
She has to make a save. Oh yeah, she's paralysed for up to a minute, so 10 turns total.
10 turns total.
Or until she passes a Wisdom saving throw.
As she is paralysed, you notice through the door step 2 more figures.
Oh, shite.
Wayne, we can't even tackle one bed, like.
Yeah. They step 2 more
Well, you
figures.
know, if I was a fighter rather than a fucking lover, we would have been doing better, I think.
They step in 2 more figures. These are human males. Actually, no, sorry. One's a half orc, one's a human male. They look pretty badass as well.
Sister
Um,
check.
They are also dressed in similar black armor, but for their class types. So you have another rogue. He's dressed in similar black leather armor, and then you also have a large fighter half orc that is taller than you. He has to bend down to get in the door, and he rocks in and he just grunts and he stares down at everyone, and he has hoisting up a giant battle axe over his shoulder, and the other rogues, and he's spinning 2 daggers. And at that point, as soon as they step in, Trevelyan just slides in front of everyone. And he's like, okay, I think we've all seen what everyone is capable of. Thank you. And thank you for bringing our good friend Ogden here. I'm so grateful that you've managed to bring him in time. I think he got a bit lost on the road. So I would just like to point out that I am here to facilitate you in any way, shape or form, and clearly you have a need to find a certain, item. and I have procured this group right here, who you've seen are quite capable, to procure the item for you. So, if we would like to all stand down and maybe have a drink at this fine establishment.
Laurent speaks up at this point because he's got a bloody face from his quarter top. He's still holding the staff in Darren's direction. He's like, "We can't be. You guys gotta leave. We got a bad rat problem."
Laurent snaps his fingers and you lose your voice.
I slapped my
No,
face.
sorry. Dacius snaps his fingers and you lose your voice.
He's still trying. He's
Yeah.
still like making.
But he's not even. He's like, you're behind him, and he's looking at the three figures, like the paralyzed one on the ground and the two figures that have stepped in. And he snaps his fingers, and you lose your voice completely.
I hit Awakened Mind, which lets me telepathically talk to anyone I can see within 30 feet,
Okay.
into Trevelyan's mind. I believe you should let the
Roll.
colourful man speak.
Who are you talking to?
Trevelyan.
Trevelyan. I need you to roll. Roll d20.
Okay,
vague.
Very big.
that's a 9.
That
was cocked.
that
That was cocked.
So
Yeah.
roll again.
Yeah, that's come on.
That's a 17.
17. You tried to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and all you hear is just a loud chiming sound.
Okay.
You are not able to penetrate Trevelyan's mind in any way, shape, or form.
Suspicious,
not
right? That's suspicious.
Wish I had my beard.
Trevelyan keeps on talking. He's basically bigging you guys up. He's like, these are fine people and will deliver your item. And if they fail, I will happily give you my good friend here. And as you see, you look over and there's Kiro hiding behind the bar. And he's like, no, you can't do that. You promised. It's like, and he clicks his fingers, he snaps his fingers again, and Kiro just, voice gone. The three strangers are all now standing together. The female seems to be the leader. She stands up. The paralyzed is gone now at this point. She stands up and she's like, "We're willing to make a deal with you people. We will give you a week. And if you fail, we will come back for not only the halfling's head, but all of your heads. We've been paid very well for this job, and we have no qualms who we have to go through to get what we want. We will meet you back here in this bar in a week. If we don't find you here, we will hunt you down, and we will take your heads." And with that, the three of them turn on their heels and walk out the door. Trevelyan turns to all of you, and he's like, "Well, that went as well as to be expected, I suppose. Please help our young friend off the ground here." And he points at Ogden.
Mike, awake?
You're awake.
First thing I'm going to say, like, it's kind of like, I look around and it's like, it's getting scary that waking up naked, surrounded by strangers, is becoming a regular occurrence these days.
Yeah.
You talking to us as the badger or as
Yeah,
yourself?
as a badger. And I'm like, I'm presuming I'm looking down and I was like, oh.
You have your belt with your pouch on it and stuff like that.
My little trousers and my little shirt. With
Yeah, you're
pockets.
dressed. Like,
Cool,
you
that's
are
right.
dressed. Sorry, he's like so.
Oh.
Good combat badger,
If
like.
everyone could roll a perception check. Actually, no, sorry, an animal handling check. Sorry, animal handling check.
Whoa, I'm real good on that.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, plus one time. So you roll your d20 and then add your modifier. So you got a natural 20. You got a 19.
19.
7.
6.
6. Okay, you three. You recognise what he is straight away. He's a Wolverine.
Oh my god.
Shall we call you Logan Weapon?
No, just call me Ogun.
Oh, Logan.
Though the changes are, I will say, I'm red.
Yeah,
Completely red, and I was just thinking of it. There's this, even though I'm covered with fur, there is this little beard. Which
Now
kinda,
he just looks like a red panda to me.
He's very cute.
Well, I just recently just had a look at what Wolverines are, and they're like, kind of like
That's
slightly
cute.
very
They're like a mixture between a bear and a badger. That's what they don't
Yeah,
look like
kinda
a
like-
wolf in any way.
Even though Laurent knows what he is petrified that it's talking, and
Yeah.
it's still like,
So this is the final member of our little group of people, and he will come in very, very handy great getting into small places and, you know, picking locks. Well, no, you're not very good at picking locks, are you?
Can hit it.
You could give it a try, I guess.
Well, I have
But
a certain
small,
set of skills.
confined places he's very good at getting into. And confuses people quite a lot. So, if we're all quite ready, I am able to supply you with some, you know, potions and some camping equipment. And I have a trail that you need to follow to the west in the forest, where this warlock has gone. It is to an old abandoned castle, deep within the Threshold Forest. And in there you will find, hopefully find this warlock and the jewel that you seek. So, are we all ready to go? Let's you talk again.
Okay. I was under the impression I was here by accident. Am I involved in this?
Oh yes.
Oh, I'm really busy. I got rats to bash. I got a bar to clean. It's really busy here. I can't.
The bar, just the big gleam goes over the bar. You're all blinded, and the bar is just as clean as it's ever been.
Seems like he needs to be out there doing it in the town.
There are there's no rats. Everything's shiny. The three people at the two humans at the bar and Higo at the bar, they're all just like, all of a sudden, out of the back door, the door busts open and this goblin comes running out. And he's like, "What the hell is going on? I was taking a shit and the toilet just shot up my ass and everything is like shiny. What the fuck? Who is this tall motherfucker? Who are you people? What are you doing in my bar? What the hell? Where's all the grime gone? Get the hell out of here!"
Fucking Joe Pesci.
Oh my god.
What do you want to do?
He's like, I don't know what happened, but they want me to go on an adventure, but I don't know how we're going to play Nightcrawlers when, like, I'm on an adventure, and...
You take your singing ass out of my bar. Get these people out of here. Get that tall drink of water. Trevelyan, if I see you back here again and this place is not dirty and grimy and I can count the amount of rats on my fingers and toes, get out of here.
She's like, okay, yeah. Good.
So, Trevelyan leads you out of the bar and brings you back through the streets and out towards the main gate. He hands you a small bag in which you find 2 healing potions, a bottle of very strange looking green liquid. You don't know what it is. And also what looks like it's a kind of an inanimate rod. It's basically a gold stick it's just a stick with a small handle on the end. And that's in this bag that he gives you.
Do we get one each? Or
No, he just gives
bag.
he just hands it to Manfred.
That's
Dear God.
Yeah. So you open up the bag and you look down inside. That's what you see.
Yeah, I don't say anything.
Okay.
Laurent's crawling over and like creeping in. He's like, what did we get? Is there anything good? What is it? Is it for us?
Do you want to tell the group what's in it? Do you want to keep it to yourself?
No, I don't want to keep it to myself, but I'm not saying it yet.
You are at the main gates of the city. He hands you that bag of stuff. He also hands you a rough map of the area. That has you basically in a straight line to the forest. And there's an image of, like, it seems to be that like it's an image of a castle kind of towards the back end of the forest. And points you in the direction of where you need to go. So, I think at this point, we will take a quick break. And everyone will get some food into them. And we can kind of recuperate and look at what we have so far.
Oh, very good.
Yay!
Welcome back, everyone. Where we left our adventurers just outside the city of Threshold as they were entering into the dark forest just outside the city. Starting off on their quest that was given to them by Dacius Trevelyan. Let me see now. Marching orders, or would you all like to do something before we head off? Something before we head off.
I would like to do a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to gather everyone around.
Okay.
Attend me, mortals.
Now, how does everyone react to him telling them what to
Laurent is like fine with this. He just sees him as
And I
like it's
I
chilled.
put my arm around him. I'm like, yes.
I'm a bit suspicious.
I'm also suspicious.
I'm going to crawl up him because I can't hear from down here.
do? So you're up on his shoulder.
I'm going to crawl up on his shoulder. Sorry, I can't hear you.
I
You're
reach my
strange, man.
I reach my hand up and yes, hello, small man who is also beast. Now,
So I'm warning on my part.
Now, look,
I'm
here's
not
the
too
thing.
sure
At
yet.
this point, none of you know.
I know.
what or who he is.
It's a warning on my
Oh,
bite.
He's
I
Trixie.
I haven't any idea what you mean. I wish merely to show you the possessions that Trevelyan left us. And I take out the bag.
Okay.
He appears to have given us 2 potions of vitality, this narrow golden sounding wand, and I take out the liquid, this Icarus ooze. Would anyone care to hazard a guess as to what this may be?
Can I have a look at the rod?
You may touch the rod.
I'm very good with rods.
So as you grasp the rod in your
Oh
paw,
my god, of
Yeah.
course he does.
okay, as you grasp the rod in your paw, you like just roll a perception check for me.
Okay, going to. Sorry if I'm
Did you not pick up your die?
Oh no, I've got stuff.
Yeah.
Woohoo! I just sorry.
So
Perception. So crap. So that's an 8.
And
8.
you have plus-
Yeah, I got a -1. I got a
You,
-1.
Minus
the rod doesn't do anything. It's just like an inanimate rod.
Ooh, nice.
Can I
I
take
want
it from him?
Anyone is free to grab it from him and give it a go. Yeah?
Okay.
Any of you may touch the rod.
Sorry, it's gonna fall off. No,
Usually-
it isn't.
usually
Just
no,
leave it
you
at that
first.
line.
So perception, add your
Perception is
modifier.
quite good. Or so I remember.
Those are stuff, dice.
I'm trying to find a thing.
Okay. Like a word under
It's
crap.
down here. It's blank.
Usually dice don't work.
Perception, it's give it a plus
See
2
models.
modifier. So
Okay.
yeah, that is
11.
11. Again, it doesn't do anything for you either.
I would like to take the green liquid and sniff it.
So you're going to uncork the bottle and sniff it. Okay. Do you have roll a? Your part. So you roll a medicine check.
Oh,
Where's my utility?
that's whiz. Oh, I see one
There.
down here. Yeah.
Medicine. Do I have medicine? Oh, I actually do have medicine. I have very decent medicine. It's not great. It's only going to be an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a foul stench, but it doesn't really give you an idea of what it is. It just smells quite foul and vinegary.
I take a swig.
No.
Oh, I'm a dumb boy.
Take 6 points of poison damage.
Oh,
no.
Hands back. Not good. Not great.
You burn. You take a swig and it just your throat's
I
going
just
on
take
fire.
the
So
vial and
bad.
I actually
That
just
was a stupid
just want
part.
to just
I
double
consider
check it.
What are you taking?
Can I check it now to myself to see
What are
it
you
is?
taking? The poison?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take the swig. You take the thing from her.
I just have
As
to
you
take
drink
it.
it, it burns. Literally, you can feel the inside of your throat getting peeled away. Like it's burning as it goes down, taking layers of skin. Your singing voice is pretty much affected by this.
It wasn't
You're now
great to
gonna
start with.
you sounded kind of like a howling kind of weird version of Tori Amos. You're now sounding more like Tom Waits.
Fine with this.
That's where you're going.
Okay.
So
That's not
I am
necessarily
watching
a bad
this
thing.
so carefully.
okay, you like this steam coming out. You're kind of
You're like,
gurgling blood.
"Ah."
So do you want to take the? You're taking the potion. Are
I'm
you?
just taking take the vial that she's just drank from. Just want to smell it and check it myself.
Roll your medicine check.
That's 19 plus 1, so 22.
Yeah, no, you know straight off just by taking a sniff that this is a highly concentrated acid. Used for
shit,
burning
man.
through large kind of like plates of metal. They use it in industrial kind of like situations where they want to mold and bleed metal together. So that's what
I
this
just
is.
cork it and just pop it into a satchel and you
Right,
inside.
okay.
And I say, don't ever drink from one again.
Yeah.
Could I sniff it?
Um,
With a claw?
Well, it tastes like
you can sniff it, but don't drink from it again.
Can you even talk at this point?
it's like it's a raspy like. Hey, it's like you're smoked 60 a day, like granny. How's it going? Type voice, you know.
Suddenly your mortal voice sounds so much more appealing to me.
What did it taste like?
Fire?
Such a cure.
So you have the rod in your possession, in your hand. Does
Yeah.
anyone else want to do anything at this point, or are we ready to hit the road?
I would request to keep my hands upon the mortal's rod.
I would rather not be on this quest. I would rather not be surrounded by you guys, but this is where we are. You can take this rod if you want, and I hope you have better luck with finding what it is.
Thank you kindly.
I'd rather not be a four-legged creature, but hey, here we are.
So do you
I've
do you
just
just
started
take the
walking.
rod? Do you want to do anything with it?
Not yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Just gonna hold on.
I've just started walking already.
So you've headed off.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on his shoulder and see how long before he
You're going to stay on his shoulders. That's fine.
While we travel, I shall preach to you of my elder god.
Oh God, I'm gonna get ahead of him.
Okay.
Tell me more about
I'm
this
gonna
guy.
follow Tom.
So,
Scooch this map.
What do you do there, please? Thank you very much.
oh, I am merely a preacher.
Oh, sorry, what do you look like? Because I have no idea what people look like.
I look as any human looks.
Oh dear.
If at any point you want to describe your
Yeah, that's what I'm-
clothes or wear,
Yeah, we
feel
haven't
free to
done
do
that,
it.
actually.
At any point,
We haven't
even
done that actually.
if you want to do it for yourselves or for the audience, that's fine.
Let's-
Feel free to describe your garb and how you're dressed.
Shall we actually take a moment to do
If you
that?
want, go right ahead.
Yeah, I'll be down.
You
You go
laid the
first.
groundwork for
Yeah.
this, so you start.
He just looks unremarkable. He just looks like a guy. Now, if you look if you look a little closer, the sort of not to be meta, but if you look the kind of perception checky-esque closer, there's a few things that are a little off. Both eyes move independently of each other.
Oh dear God.
One,
really?
the left eye is slightly lagging behind the right eye as they move around. He's got maybe 2 or 3 extra teeth, just kind of slotted in amongst.
So I'm not a handsome man.
No, really not. It's fine until he opens his mouth. Then it looks weird. The other thing, the tongue is black,
Okay.
completely black.
Okay.
Other than that, like I said, he just looks like a guy.
What's he wearing?
He's just wearing very, very plain, completely unadorned, very simple, kind of threadbare grey travelling robes. That's it. That's the extent. The only thing that I would point out maybe is there is in maybe the hip of the robes, there is a distinct, very large square lump under the cloth. Under one of the many layers of cloth. A thick square lump.
Okay, my guy is a gold-skinned tiefling. His garb, it's very worn and it's quite ragged and dirty, but you can tell at one point it was probably expensive. It almost looks like noble, but it is no longer in any way passable like that. But you could tell it was probably once pretty fine. He has an emblem of the sun on his sort of like gear, and also he has a tattoo of the sun as well. This is clearly like his thing. But other than that, it's pretty chill. That's it.
Aratir is tall. She's like 6'9".
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, she's 6'9". Her skin is kind of a weird greyish green because she's half orc and she's got dark hair. She has very practical armor. Like it's not adorned. It's cost her a few bob, but not mega expensive. But it's all in the right places to protect.
So no titty armor.
No super titty armor because she's just like couldn't be arsed. And she has a drinking horn strapped to her belt, and she's carrying a massive battle axe, which is the obvious weapon that you see, and her longsword is down by her side, and her javelins in her backpack.
She's well equipped.
She is well equipped. She's got she's like me. She's got a lot of piercings and tattoos, and she's got a scar behind her ear. So the hair is kind of short there. And she can come across a bit rough, which is she seems to be slowly coming around to you lot. She likes animals, so she thinks Ogun is
Ogun.
good.
Such a good name.
Thanks, Wayne.
She's kind of looking at him going,
Bone.
what the fuck is he? I've never seen one of those before.
I'm gonna recover.
Can I play fetch with it?
Like with it, like actually like. Boom. Somebody go get Owen.
Fastball special.
Okay. Yeah. Which could be a thing.
It could be a thing. If I survive.
and to be fair, she's the one who kind of throw you the farthest.
I do have pointy teeth. I think I'd have a tendency.
This could be something that may happen very soon. Who
Oh,
knows?
if people don't know what a tiefling is, because I realised I just said tiefling.
Yeah.
He has like,
Where are your horns?
I took them off because they were giving me a headache.
Oh, okay.
They're more like demonic, so he has like curled horns, he has like a demon's tail and stuff.
Oh,
He's gold skinned. Yeah.
And if people don't know what a human is, they kind of look like they slot, sort of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
But this particular human has,
Yeah.
you know, his eyes go off in different
And a
directions.
black tongue.
Yeah. So, Kim.
Well, Codeine is half elf, so regular size. Nothing very distinctive about her, other than her clothes are they're quite good, but they're older and haven't been replaced by anything newer. She packing too, but it's fairly subtle. There are various small weapons around the place and some rather chic leather armor. But apart from that, she's not going to draw too much attention to herself. She doesn't know what this is, but she's willing to go along with it to an extent because she owes somebody a favour.
So, Darren, this is the first introduction for Darren's character. So, leaving the group here don't know what he is and what he's about. So, Darren,
I don't
take
even
it away.
think Ogun knows what he is.
Yeah.
But I'll give you my description. Pretty much, it's a Wolverine, but he can talk. 2 foot when he's on his 4 legs, but he has he spends a lot of time on his 2 legs, walking around as if he's some kind of humanoid.
Oh.
It's weird because you can tell that the clothes he's wearing have been stitched and created to perfection for him. Someone has gone out of their way and their time to make it for him.
One tailor out there in
One
this
tailor
fantasy
out there.
setting.
There's one Wolverine tailor somewhere in the kingdom.
Whereas other tailors have kind of had to go to a doctor to say, well, I was in the shop and then this naked Wolverine came in. And, anyway.
Why would they say naked Wolverine as opposed to just?
No, because at the beginning to
Wolverine's
blend.
weirder.
Well, to blend in, I shaved all my fur, but that's another story. It just got weird, so I grew it all back. Anyway, and the beard. But anyway, so to you, it looks like a lot of time has gone in to get like a nice trousers made, a nice shirt, and this jacket that is covered with pockets.
Okay.
And you can see that there's plants growing out of it, bits of stuff and whatnot, worms, occasional bit of meat, but. It's like as if no one has told him that the clothes need to be washed.
Yeah, okay.
And he's not wearing any shoes because Jesus, like that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, how would you get them fit?
But that's what my character looks like, and how he reacts. Well, we'll see. But he does. I will say he does have I can't do it that often, but he does have a growl to his voice a lot. You know, and he weirdly for a Wolverine, he's able to grow a beard.
Okay.
Over his beard, and he's red. He's like fiery red, whereas that's very unusual.
Is his beard just like a blonde kind of like it's in his fur?
Well, it's the same colour as the red, but for some strange reason you notice it. You shouldn't notice it, but it's actually. But you shouldn't notice it, but you do. That's why. And I said it's again. The talking is a natural alcohol. You know.
So everyone is pretty much freaked out by the fact. But for some reason, when you're on Manfred's shoulders, he's not bothered by you whatsoever.
Well, I'm obviously not going to do it because I don't want to freak him out. But I am sniffing and kind of having a look at your clothing.
I haven't registered that anything is wrong with this situation.
You know, and I'm kind of a bit, kind of looking at the uniqueness to your character.
For anyone who doesn't know what a Wolverine is, we are now going to put a picture of a Wolverine on the screen.
Hey!
There you go.
Oh, it's so cute!
They're scarier than I thought. I actually
when they bare their fangs, they're like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
he could
it's
take
like
your hand off.
it's a badger on.
I did want to go with a badger.
I'd take
I
him
had
and
already come up
badger.
with the name, and I said, "Well, Ogun sounds like Logan." I do Wolverine.
Yeah, man.
I thought you were going to say no when I was talking to you, so that's why I have
no,
the
it's anything.
So, Well,
that's Ogun. That's about as much as the character as everyone knows about him. Like,
Yeah.
'cause you were literally thrown into the fray, but Trevelyan said that you're part of the team.
Yeah.
So
And another weird thing is that even though I don't have a tongue, I'm able to pick up things like I do. No
Yeah.
one understands that why, but you know.
but you don't have any weapons of any sort on your person.
No weapons, no, except for my teeth and my claws. I could probably scrub someone, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Tom.
So Talasar is a wood elf. He's quite old, but you wouldn't notice that to see him. For a wood elf, he'd actually be quite, probably maybe only quarter way through his lifespan. He'd be dressed in loose kind of fitting pants, feet wraps with sandals, has his bow staff, and would be wearing a kind of vestment and quite loose fitting clothes. Would they be adorned in the colours of his order, which would be kind of greys and blues. He'd have yellow eyes, tight ponytail, undercut, and that'd be kind of his. He's quite slight, but he's muscular.
Wiry.
Very much your ideal like monk build.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, as you set out from the city of Threshold towards the Dark Forest, what is the marching order? Who's going first?
I had already walked off.
You're
He's
already
already
gone off.
gone.
So, we
and
have
I think
Taliesin is off. We have
I'm
Cody is probably following.
Yeah, I'm following him.
Who is next?
I think we've probably teamed up.
See, there's kind of a trio here because wherever I am, Ogun is.
Yeah. Now, the problem with Ogun is that we don't have a technical character model for him, but there is. We do have a paladin figure somewhere, or a dwarf paladin somewhere that we're going to use representation. But that will be, I think it's there somewhere. We'll find him in a second.
Ogun
think
is
it's
astride
over
his,
there.
that's the wizard.
I think he's over there.
No, that's that one there.
So grab that one there for him. That's for that's Darren. So I'll pop
And
that
then
down.
you mentioned that you're going to be near me as well.
Yeah, I think we're probably chatting. Because you seem to be the person who wants to talk
Well,
the most.
I'm now preaching.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He's listening.
And you're holding up the
Oh
rear.
my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna keep an eye on our.
You're the rear guard.
I'm the rear guard.
I can't read.
So this dwarf is now this may be giving away too much, but this
Or
dwarf,
not enough.
or not enough. But that dwarf is
I really miss my beard.
And then
Really?
We have-
You're in full beard morning.
there.
You're bringing it to the
you're
game.
following it back. So that is the marching
really
order.
important.
That is the marching order of the group as they head towards the Dark Forest.
Can I go up and talk to Tom?
You can talk to Tom. If you want to do any interactions at all at this point with the characters, feel free. If you're having your chats, if you're talking to Tom, if you guys are conversing with each other, we'll take it in order. So if you want to have an action with Tom,
Talazar, they call you.
Aye.
How did you get roped into this motley crew?
Well, I'm a very loyal person to my order, and this is actually my first job with the order. So my people can't even remember a place where we didn't even say where that order was.
the order, they're a hidden order, so only certain people know where that hidden order actually exists and know to call upon them. And Trevelyan is one of those people.
So that's actually a nice bit of lore there for me. So then the order came from Trevelyan, and seeing as how I'm new to the newest person to the order and everyone else was busy, they sent me out. What's your stake in all of this?
I got a debt. I don't know that the debt was so serious to end up being pursued by the people we saw. I also don't know why people with those skills need us to go and take this jewel back, but it doesn't seem like a man of faith should be chasing jewels either.
Well, I'm not a technical man of faith, but I have my own morals and my own code.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm gonna stay up here with you if that's okay.
I'm happy with all the company.
So
Did your
you
character give me this note in character?
No.
That's fine.
now, if you're going to do that outside of character, that's fine. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But if it's information within the game, you do have to tell the DM. Okay.
Absolutely
So-
fucking love if it was, but
Yeah.
it is not.
If it's an inside joke, I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So you two are keeping the lead. You're on point. We're now going to switch to the middle of the pack. Are you guys doing anything in particular?
Yes, I'm preaching away. I actually might need my D&D Beyond sheet for this, so if you pass me my phone.
I think we're on at this point.
D&D Beyond.
Is telling you about the waitress that he's in love with.
Yeah.
And it's like, she just doesn't really see me and my talents. I just feel like that she doesn't really get me. And I'm like, I have so much to give, but she just won't She just won't, and it's really unfair.
What? Where'd you get them?
What?
They're horns? What?
Oh, I grew them myself.
Oh,
You want to touch them?
if that's okay. You grew them?
Yeah. I was born and they grew.
And you're human, right?
No.
No, you are far from human. And I would know a human when I see one.
It's because you are one.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Being one myself.
No, it's a shame. I thought maybe you could find them.
Oh, you can get like,
So you just were born?
I guess, as far as I don't remember, but I assume I was.
So tell me, small hairy man of the forest,
Ogun.
which of the
Or are you?
which of the mighty deities do you worship?
I'm between gods right now.
I see. That's interesting. His face
Literally, because I
lights
think
up.
there's a
no.
church over that yonder to one god. Yeah, yeah, that way. So between gods.
I think you'll find that I do not follow the kind of god that is a
Jesus
church.
Low effort, that's good.
You
I worship only within the church. of the
preach in a
flesh.
forest then?
He's fine with this.
I handed you a pamphlet, but you can't read.
I'm like, oh, I can't read.
That's fine. I shall read it to you at length as we walk.
Okay.
Loud enough for all of you.
Oh, I love one of them.
Lucky
I
us.
hand him one.
Sorry, eating it.
Ah,
Sorry.
that's an excellent way to imbibe the knowledge within, my friend.
Oh, I'm meant to read it. Oh, sorry, I've been eating all day.
As we kind of like walk along, I was like, "Tell me, mortals, are you
No,
aware
Ogun.
of the?" Yes, mortals. Are you aware of the? You're aware, of course, of the common pantheon, but are you aware of the
I know panthers.
older beings? Yes, the panther god is not one.
Four-legged
of them,
things
I'm
with
afraid.
tail and kind of like me, but with no hair.
Do you know the older beings?
Mm-mm.
No. Well,
Giant panthers.
perhaps I should prophesize to thee. And as I'm speaking, I want to use thaumaturgy
Oh, God.
sneakily to cloud over the sky above, which it can do for like 5 minutes, and also make rumblings in the ground as we walk, which I can also do for 5
Yeah, you
minutes.
can with thaumaturgy.
So yeah, as I walk along, this starts happening.
Yeah.
Have you ever dreamt of wielding power beyond what our fleshy little frames could ever possess?
That's a yes.
Good. Again, very touchy. Sort of like, you should look into my line of faith.
Okay. I mean, I got none right now, so I'm open.
I worship Shasarath, the world devourer. You should follow him. He
Okay.
is great and benevolent to
I want both of you to roll a religion check.
Yeah,
I want both of you to roll a religion check.
Now,
I would like.
because we're not going to say how much of a
Between
chance I
gods,
have.
yeah.
Natural 19, that's
very
okay.
good.
I would like to not roll because I just want to assume I don't know.
I really
well, no, I mean,
Why am I not?
He needs to whisper.
whisper.
Oh, whispers.
First whisper again.
I'm just doing what any other
Okay.
person would do and just cover their ear.
In the thick of it, they're in a big important meeting.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right, so like this
All right.
mountain around in this area of the box. And
Okay.
So how much of your tongue went into his ear?
All of it.
Hang on.
It's just the tip.
He's done that with everyone, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
just didn't see because you weren't here. It's fine. So yeah.
All right, so you're preaching.
Yes.
Grant.
I'm trying
Okay.
to convert Naomi.
And like like depending on what the information that he's just been given, whether he believes it or not, whether he feels that that's like obviously she has no clue or he has no clue. Sorry, Laura has no clue. You're pretty much talking to her, and Ogun can decide whether he wants to or
I am
not.
listening. I'm lapping it up.
Are you
I'm
lapping it up?
really enjoying.
Okay.
I'm like, tell me more. I'm like really
Okay.
curious to
And I am so happy at this.
Excellent. Okay.
I'm just
don't mind that
watching you.
it's
I am
slow
coming up
hanging
behind you guys. I think you're weird as fuck. He's
Whatever
kind
do
of
you
saying
mean?
this
Because, like,
yeah, you're weird as fuck.
You're basically projecting this
Yeah,
out.
I'm not that far behind you.
Whatever do you mean, shredded woman?
What did you say?
Shredded woman.
So you're very literally your sister. That's brilliant.
There's something about you, dude, that like puts me off.
That's what the waitress says about me.
Oh no, you're adorable.
Is it perhaps the odorous musk that rises from my palate?
Black tongue.
You do notice as he says that, as he lifts his arm, there's a definite stench that kind of wafts out from underneath his robe.
I feel as if it
And
would be
it's-
accompanied by ooze.
Yeah, no, it's like you do notice that he is not exactly. He doesn't look that healthy,
No.
and the smell is very much one of somebody who has been lying in a ditch of shit for a very long
I
time.
thought that was the smell of the troll's hole, but no, it's actually him.
It's partially so when you were in the troll's hole, it was all as one. But since you've left the troll's hole, even
That's a pub, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I didn't even get told what
that
the
was
pub
the
was.
pub that you got thrown into.
Because I know I got here late, but I thought I got way late. Good
So,
late.
Like as you're walking, the smell is hitting you because you're walking downwind.
Oh yeah, I'm downwind.
You're downwind, so it's like hitting you in the face, and you're thinking either somebody is stunning something or
Yeah, well,
what the hell.
This is the thing. That's why I think that's why I'm more like he's weird as fuck, because I'm pretty sure that smell was coming
Yeah.
from him, and I don't understand why he is so enamored with him. And I'm convinced something is watching us from the woods, and I'm kind of on my guard a little bit because
Excellent.
I'm in the back of my own.
Okay.
Now I know I'm 6'8", but you know, can't be too
They're on
careful.
it like, wait,
But-
so the smell is
But
off-putting?
I'm just going to say, usually it's me. It's great.
And you've been walking now for about 30 minutes, and you hit the edge of the forest. And as you hit the edge of the forest, you can feel the kind of the heavy damp feeling, the mustiness creeping out from its edge. Is it clear file?
It's fine.
You go, Sam. And it's just like you get to denseness just sitting on the edge of the forest. The trees are thick and heavy, and there is an opening, and there's a path that goes in, but it's encompassed in an archway of just knotted trees. And there is a bit of natural light as you can see in, but you can see as it gets further down the pathway, it does get darker. So what do you want to do?
Oh, sorry, were you going to say something?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. I'd like to cast dancing lights.
Okay.
So we have lighting. I don't need to roll for it.
No, you don't need to roll for them.
But that's, I think, the first level, so.
Yeah.
Just so we have some light going into the dark path.
Excellent.
Let us work our way into this forest's dark opening.
Oh, take it, can't roll for a beat.
It's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I thought it was the first level.
So,
so
you
we're
like
up
literally
front.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Little spheres of light pop up, and they go out. How far ahead do you want to send them?
Let me see. So the range is 120 feet. So I'll probably have it so that kind of in a line, kind of cat's eyes on on a road,
Sure.
so that it lights the direct path ahead. I'll go for the full 120 feet.
The full 120 feet.
Yeah.
So it goes in. You see the balls of light creep in, and they slowly illuminate the pathway. Now at the front of the forest, where the entrance is, there's a lot of light. You can see about 10 to 15 feet in. But as the balls of light go in, small creatures, and start to skitter and and there's noise. You hear all these weird kind of screechy noises creep away from the light as it goes in, like bats flip.
I want to make the same noise as the creatures back to them, but louder. It's
But louder?
It's like you gotta assert your dominance over the small, the rats and stuff. So they
But
think
the
you're
noise they're making is shit fuck run. So are you gonna?
I'm still
You're gonna yell
Are you
shit
saying
fuck
this in
run at
character?
them. I don't know, but she's thinking this.
She's thinking.
She's thinking this, so I can't say anything.
Okay.
I'm saying that out
With
of
the light
character.
ahead, can I just make a quick perception check? to see?
Roll for perception, yeah. And if anyone else wants to roll perception, you can go right ahead and roll perception.
I don't see anything.
everything's fine.
7 is what I got.
Yeah.
That's nice. 13 plus
13
your
plus your plus
perception is your
perception is wisdom.
Wisdom? No, I think I'm -1 on wisdom.
Is it perception?
No,
Perception is wisdom. I got
Perception's
plus
wisdom,
one.
Plus one. What even still? No, what you
-1.
minus one? What you get in total?
12.
12. No, you do see the light illuminates the way, and you see the small creatures and dark shapes flitter away from the light as it enters into the forest. And there is a clear winding path into the depths of the forest. There's nothing major blocking the path.
Menacing, yeah.
There's nothing menacing as far as you can see, as far as the lights have gone in.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to
Are we doing this?
same marching order into the forest?
Quick question. Why are we here again?
Oh, this is in character.
Yeah, it's in just
I've just been following. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, good. It's not just me. It's
Trevelyan
alright.
did tell you why you were going into this forest.
Badger
I'm
man.
dumb.
Like,
Like, in
I
character, he has
did
not.
know
Like,
then that
Didn't
they
pick up on
knew-
anything. Okay.
There's
he
a
was
castle.
silenced and he was angry.
I
There's a
did-
castle in here we need to get to, Ogan.
All right. Why?
Can you just keep it down
I-
and let
We
All
must,
right. No.
let us work?
we
Yeah,
must
cool, I'll-
recover
I'll
one of the
keep-
mortal's shiny trinkets.
Oh yeah, that's what he was on about. Yeah. Okay.
What's your?
You are aware, so this is just to give you a bit of a story, but look, a small bit of a backstory with Ogden and Trevelyan. Trevelyan had requested your presence for a quest, so you are aware of a quest for Trevelyan. So that's what you do. You
Yeah.
are aware that it's a Trevelyan quest. You just don't know what the hell you're doing.
I know, but it's more to kind of to see what.
Yeah,
Why,
no, I
it's a
understand.
subtle way of finding out why these people are here.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, totally.
Manfred,
I just like look at him.
you seem like a man of magical means.
I certainly do seem like a man.
Oh my
Of
god.
magical means. And then I kind
And
of,
weird
and then
smells.
I kind of like chuckle, and you hear inside your head a little joke.
I don't get it.
I'm actually gonna let you. Don't even have to roll for that.
I don't have to roll for doing that ever.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Like, that's what I'm saying. But no, it's like with Trevelyan, you had to.
Yeah.
But with you, it's literally
Oh yeah,
straight
no.
in. Straight in there.
Yeah. There's nothing in there.
What's your ideas about this warlock we're looking for? Do you know of other people?
I know
Like that?
I know a few small things about warlocks, being one myself. So I can confirm that they are incredibly dangerous and powerful.
Are they as creepy as you?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
It's okay. I don't need a question answered like that.
Lead the way, barefoot man.
Talazar, what do you think of me going ahead and performing a little recon? We're kind of conspicuous as a group. No offense. We're
How
just.
about me and you go ahead?
Was that addressed at her?
Oh, that was addressed at
Whoa.
herself, yeah.
You
Himself.
failed your sister on roll.
Oh, yeah, herself. Sorry, she's a dude. Students being dudes.
There's being dudes.
Cody,
yeah, no,
I'm
no,
just
no,
as, I can be
shady.
stealthy when I need to.
That was shady.
Yeah, I think I'm probably a bit. Are you stealthy, Talazar?
Yeah, I can hide when I need to.
Okay.
I can.
I would like to do recon with him before bringing a Wolverine and a.
How far
barbarian
ahead do
in.
you want to go?
I recommend that we go around through the forest line, keeping away off the road, and just go ahead a little bit.
You want to go off the path?
Just literally like 5 feet, 10 feet in. And just
Into where? To the right or
Into
to the
the
left?
trees.
into the trees, probably to the right.
right.
To the
Yes.
right, into the tree
To the
line.
right,
Okay, I want both of you to roll a stealth check.
Let me think.
15 and.
Natural one.
Yeah.
Do we know how far the
I
castle is
got
from here?
18.
No, I don't think so.
You know, like codeine is like a knife in
Yeah.
butter that slides into the tree line.
That's why I didn't.
You're gone. As soon as you're in there, you're gone. Behind you though,
Uh-oh.
you basically see you look behind you and you see Talazar attempt to jump over a log.
Oh no.
And as he does so, his leg clips the edge of it and he goes face first into what looks like a large puddle of yellow mush.
Oh.
Like that,
Ew.
and it's like literally straight into a large puddle of yellow mush that ripples out. And as it ripples out, you see these roots retract out from the yellow mush. And a tree, well what you thought was a tree, slowly shifts around. And this solitary eye with a big orange pupil rotates right down and focuses on you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Initiative is done. Oh.
16.
Okay, 1 second. What it is?
Okay. Do you want to do the combat again?
Yeah, 1 second now. I'm gonna do 25 to 20. No. Okay. 20 to 15.
Initiative
17.
is
So Manfred.
Not here, right?
initiative there. Plus, if that's right, plus
Dexterity.
6.
Oh, wow.
Okay, if that is right,
Sorry,
on
I'm
the card sheet,
17.
6.
Yeah, because
So-
the type of rogue she is, she can add her
There we go.
charisma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You said rogue. You said rogue.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
so
so
we
6
have-
plus what you rolled.
Right, okay.
It's not.
So me and
Manfred,
her.
Salazar, Codeine.
Also, sorry, I was adding it wrong. I got
What's
15.
your dex?
15. Do we have anyone else at 15?
Dex.
Going once? No.
Me and
So
you have
we
the
have-
same deck, so I'll allow you to go ahead and make
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So you're allowed. Well, you're in the muck, so yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So we're going to switch those.
Okay.
15 to 10. 10 to 5. Okay, what do we got?
6.
I got 5.
Arthur.
Aww.
Okay.
Technically, I wasn't going to move until he moved. So I'm on him. So we're hanging
You're
on.
5, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what you roll.
But can I still hang on to him if I'm on top? Just like can't
yeah,
do
you're
that.
on top of him at the moment, but your turning the action is last.
Cool.
Down the line.
So
Let's
go into Manfred. You look
Advantage on
over.
your
You're
roll
standing
for
on the
initiative.
pathway,
But-
and you look over and you see Talazar face down in this puddle of yellow pus.
Damn.
And
Tom.
I'm like
this-
nudging you as well. I'm like,
This spindly ooze covered what looks like a tree, but it's definitely not a tree. Is this shambolic looking thing that's coming towards you? Roots and these outstretched, look like branches, but they're dripping with yellow ooze, and it's reaching towards Talazar as he's down, facing the mud.
I reach up to my shoulder and say, "Hold fast, small-haired man." And then I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, okay.
That is a 16.
16 hits.
Okay. So that is 1d10 plus 3. That's 8 damage.
8 damage, excellent. Okay.
Popo.
So you shoot the Eldritch Blast, it catches the creature straight across what you think is its bark, and yellow ooze is blasted. The Eldritch Blast smashes across its torso. Ooze splattering everywhere, all over Talazar. He's covered in this shit. And he's just like, dripping with ooze. And this creature's like, and reaches back. Its eye is just circling around, trying to find who out of nowhere just shot it. Because all it can see is Talazar. It's right in front of him.
Yeah.
Now, is that the end of your turn? Do you want to do anything else?
No.
No.
I'm good.
Now we are into coding.
Can I'm slightly ahead, can I turn around and fire some arrows into it? Because
You can indeed.
I don't fancy stabbing them.
Yeah, roll for a hit.
Okay, I'm going to roll 1d6 plus 3.
Roll to hit. Roll d20 to hit.
Or roll d20 to hit. Ooh, 19.
19 hits.
And roll for damage now.
Nice.
Hey, 9! I think I should have spiritually kept the first roll. Sure, we'll move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
9 hits. Is there anything else you wish to do? You shoot off a volley of arrows.
Yeah.
Crosses. You look at the arrows are sticking out of it. It's like
It is hurting it.
more yellow ooze spurting out.
Ah,
it just
Jesus.
reels around. You're very close to it because you were right in front of Talazar. It reels around on you and just locks its eye on you. It's like.
Have I got time to put back my short bow, grab Talazar and stab it?
As a bonus action, I'll allow you to grab Talazar.
I'll grab Talazar.
So are you grabbing him and
Trying to
making
get
a
him
run
away.
for it?
Yeah.
You're trying to lift him.
No, kind of free him. I won't be able to drag
Free him from the muck.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can, while I'm leaving anyway.
Roll a strength check.
Fucking strength. God. Sorry, excuse my language.
19. No, you.
19
You,
minus
you,
1.
you lift him out of the ooze. He's dripping with this shit. He's covered in it, and you drag him and you aim. You make a beeline away from the creature.
Alright. Yay.
Next in we have you.
cool. I want to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh.
Creature needs to make a Dex saving throw. Needs to be 13.
It succeeds.
Awesome. It still takes damage.
How much damage?
It will take. Let me check.
So you roll 2d10 and then half it.
Yeah, if it succeeded, it would have taken the full, but it only takes half. So it's 3, 2. So it takes. Do you round up or down? 'Cause I got five.
Round down.
Okay, well, it takes 2 damage.
2 damage. That's 2 damage.
Oh,
It's still
It is
like.
fire damage.
It is.
Is there anything said for?
No, the
Is it like-
the fire spreads across. It's like one of the outreach branches that is reaching towards Codeine, and it's like the fire burns. The ooze just sizzles back, and it's like and pulls back directly as you try to burn the shit out of it. So 2. Okay. Now we are. Is that all you're gonna do?
I would like to cast Bardic Inspiration on whoever's up next, so they get an extra 1d6 to their next roll.
Way.
Jill's up next.
Okay.
Awesome. So whatever you roll, you can add an extra 1d6 to your roll.
To damage or to
I think it's to hit.
Okay.
It's to hit.
So what is your plan of action? What do you want to do?
I was gonna
I was
take
meant to be on the same
my.
initiative as her.
Oh, sorry.
He is.
You're right.
Are you meant to be on the same initiative, sir?
I rolled 17 as well.
And he
Same-
let me
I-
go first.
Apologies. We'll jump back to you in a second, and right now it's second. What we'll do is after Jill goes, you can go because it rolled second to dead last after Darren, or before Darren.
I'm gonna take my long sword and stab it in its eye.
Oh, okay. Because you're being precise. Do you want to? No, roll to see if you hit. Roll to see if you hit.
What were you going to say?
I was going to make a roll with disadvantage, but
And
No.
you can also add, you get 1d6 extra to that, so roll
so
a d6.
add a d6.
Like these.
5 and 4.
That's nine.
5 and 4.
5 and 4 and 5 for your attack, so that's
14.
14 total.
14.
5 for the attack.
Well, she adds +5 to attack rolls.
Yes. So what did you get?
14 total.
14.
14
14. That does not hit.
Aw.
And you go to pierce it in the eye, and it kind of slightly moves, and your sword catches the ooze, and it just slides off the side of its bark, and like fuck. And then your sword has now got it's dripping with goo as you slide away. You kind of stumble slightly.
Yeah.
You love when your sword is like
Dripping with goo.
How long is a combat round?
It's a couple of seconds.
6 seconds.
Oh,
Six
awesome!
seconds.
You get that extra d6 for 10 minutes, so you
Yeah.
can basically use it for all of your future attacks.
Yeah.
As a fight.
No,
With-
No, it,
Oh, no, it applies
once
once.
it's used, it's
Once
done.
it's used, it's done.
Oh, I thought it was
So,
like, oh, that's okay.
So you can only it applies for 10 minutes, but they can choose to use it when they
Oh,
want
I
within their
understand, I
turn
understand.
turns in that combat
Yeah,
round.
that's
Once it's done, it's done.
So do you want to do anything else?
You kind of made me a bit angry.
So do you want to rage?
I kind of do.
Okay, so for
the
the future.
meekest barbarian.
Yeah.
Can I rage?
Would anyone mind if I rage? So rage because your sword slips and
I'm
you're like,
real pissed.
whoop! You're like, fuck you! And like literally, you can feel the anger seething off you. It kind of recoils slightly because of it. And it's
I'm
like,
slightly green and grey at the moment, so.
now we're into Talazar, who
So,
is dripping
I'm
with goo, literally being dragged by Codeine.
I just reach into the inside of my robes and just grab out a dart and just fire it at him. Just
You're firing a dart at him. Yeah, roll for attack.
Oh, that's good.
19 plus 5.
19 hits. Yeah, natural 19 hits. Roll for damage.
So that's 5 points of piercing damage. And then I'm not going to use my bonus action, so
No.
I'm just going to move with Codeine and just move out of.
Codeine's lifting you up. You're kind of slipping on the goo, and they're lifting you up and pulling you away from the creature, and it's shambling towards you. You're still.
It's mobile.
It's mobile, heavily mobile. It is moving, and you're still within its range. So it's now its turn. So it's going to reach out and attack Tom.
Oh shit.
Not even Talazar, it's just going to reach out. and attack.
Yeah.
What's your armor class?
16.
16. It's rolled an 18, so it hits. Okay. So, what it is it basically throws itself at you in a form of slam, a body slam. That the ooze just hits you full on and straight in your body. You feel like just impact against you. It's like a chest bumps you heavily, but it just feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. So to roll damage, it is 1d6 plus 2. So that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage. It hits you square in the chest. You stumble backwards. I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Okay. I think we're alright.
Both of us.
No, just Codeine.
17 plus 3.
No, Codeine basically manages to sidestep as you come flying past. Like you're basically bumped past her, and you slide on into the main gravel of the main pathway. Like the trail of ooze. You're like a giant slug just milling across the
Slip and
path.
slide.
So a full on slip and slide. Codeine literally sidesteps you as you slim past, and you're like, ugh, winded from the slam in the chest. It's now into Ogden. Oh.
I'm like, stop! I'm not feeling a bit. And I cough up this big, huge, horrible thing, and I just throw it.
What is it you coughed up?
I'm casting poison spray, but I'm just being dramatic.
Okay.
So it's like but it's how. Oh, that's not good.
Roll
that.
to hit.
But it's as far as I'm gathering.
What is it? It's the second throw.
He has to just attack save, so he just has to make a Constitution save.
Yeah, con save.
Yeah, con save 12. So get past that is good.
Yeah, it passes.
Nothing happens.
And you throw the goo.
See, it doesn't. It only if he fails.
Yeah, no, you don't take everything.
Yeah, so you cough up the goo, you throw it at him.
Yeah.
And again, as it's moving, it just manages to shamble out of the way. Your globule of phlegm just mills past it, catches some of the ooze off the creature as it goes, and just dissipates into the forest behind it.
It's okay, I think I've got some more in me.
Do you want to do anything else?
That was an action.
That was your action.
That was your action.
That's
a
it.
bonus action.
Yeah.
What can you do with a bonus action?
Well, what can you do as a bonus action?
Do you have
any bonus actions?
That's it. You can move basically.
We're far enough
You can
away,
stay
right?
on his shoulders, or you can decide to go
that's
elsewhere.
okay. I'll stay with you.
So we're back to the top of the order. So we're back to Manfred.
Excellent vomit, small furry creature.
Got loads of me. Hang on.
No. It's not one of those.
What does?
I think I'm gonna.
Casting up with.
No, I'm just gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast again?
I'm not gonna waste this spell.
Sure, yeah, go nuts.
Turn that off.
Oh, well.
No, I can't take that.
No, roll again.
I can't take that.
Wasn't that 20?
So it's the
That
same,
is
it's the
a
same
16.
as your
16.
So 21 total.
16 hits.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
You shoot Eldritch Blast. It's still focusing towards Codeine and towards Talazar.
Yeah.
So the Eldritch Blast just catches it on the side of its head. Roll for damage.
That's 1d10 plus 3. That is 13 damage.
13 damage. Whoa. So we've 13 damage. Let me see now. It's taking a heavy hitting. It's like you can see the ooze for some reason is starting to harden slightly, and it's kind of moving forward ever so more slowly. The eye that it had, it was the pink kind of orangey center that it had, is now going in kind of a dark shade, and it's moving more slowly, but it's definitely hurt. The Eldritch Blast has just impacted. You can see where the Eldritch Blast hit it.
Yeah. The
The ooze is just peeled away. You can just see dry, grey, kind of lumpy skin underneath.
Yeah.
So this creature is
not doing it.
It's hurt.
As my kind of bonus action, can I make a nature check to try and see if I know what this actually is?
Sure.
Because I have no idea.
Please do.
That's a few
No.
in.
No idea. It's
So
definitely a tree.
you look at it and you go, like, I can't tell if it's a sentient tree of some sort or whether it's an actual living creature. I can't really tell.
Yeah.
So into Codeine.
Alright, I think had I been unencumbered, I would be a long way away by now. It's hurt. It's not going to be able to chase us. Can I just keep going?
You just want to.
I just want to.
You want to leave.
I don't want. Out.
So so this is a breakaway action. So it gets a free attack against you if you're pulling away from it. So it gets to roll against you and strike out at you if you're trying to pull away from it, because you're still within the 5 feet of it.
He's still aiming for myself and Talazar.
He's kind of
Just as a teaching moment, she has a bonus action as a rogue that she can disengage first, and that removes the attack of opportunity.
I know. It's going to say, look, it does have that, but it's kind of like she's running, she's leaving you in the dirt. So
I don't think she should take a penalty for that. I mean, pretty in character.
okay, no,
Yeah.
I'll let that slide.
Yeah, although if tree kills all you fuckers, I don't know. I have a niggling idea in my head that I can do this all on my own.
It's fair.
And
Are you telling him us in this way?
we're not. No, I'm just kind of doing a bit of soul searching out loud. Not it. Yeah, I'm just to you as the DM.
Sure.
I'm saying that my character thinks that I have the skills to perform a theft. I'm not fully convinced by what I'm getting from, except you. I understand what I get from you, but I'm kind of resentful. I've ended up in this group that's going to slow me down.
Okay,
But I did try to save Talazar.
you did.
There's a reason I
You're
did that.
conflicted.
I am conflicted. Alright, I'm close enough to him to get at him with small things, right?
Yeah.
Can I do double fisted stabby?
Double fit. You two daggers. Boom, boom. Yeah. Roll for damage. Roll for attacks. I mean, sorry. Roll for attack.
That's an 8 plus.
So they can be cast as first time.
So they can be cast at higher level. So that's a
Plus
plus
what?
So you're.
I think.
And I put it at the second level.
And you can
Is it dex?
It should be 5.
Yeah, it should be 5 for attack. So 8 plus 5. Is this on the first dagger?
Second or higher.
Oh, I'm rolling for the two of them separately. Okay.
Yeah, 2 different
Okay.
daggers.
Alright, so that's the first one. 15.
Oh, there you
Okay, the first one misses,
Right.
but the second one you hit with the second one. So roll for damage.
Okay. There was 4 plus 3.
So
That's a 2 plus 3, 5.
5. Okay.
Wasn't great.
It was enough.
you pick your spells.
To be fair, it's a slippery, oozy thing.
It's
so,
it's
you know.
pretty hurt as you go in. So how do you want to take it down?
Right I have stagnated and it is slumping and I am withdrawing and looking pretty fucking cool doing it.
So you go in, you go
Yeah,
into it,
just throw it down
and
as you
you big leaping moment where you jump in at the thing.
Oh,
The thing
yeah.
is closing in on Talazar. You
I
come
do
in.
a drop hand.
You grab, you have the dagger in this hand as you come in. You sheathe one dagger and then drop this dagger into your right hand. Grab one of its branches and you turn and pivot and stick the dagger right into the iris of its eye.
Oh!
It reels back,
Nice one.
screaming. Ooze explodes from the eye and you ride the creature down as it collapses.
Oh, nice.
You
That
land.
means you get that goo in your face.
3-point landing.
Oh,
The goo just goes everywhere, but it doesn't go anywhere near you. It completely covers Talazar.
Oh,
He is covered from head to toe. That crit one is coming back to haunt you.
Hurt you.
He didn't even blink.
Hurt and
Yeah,
haunt.
hunt and haunt. And the creature lies dead in the forest.
I just turn and walk away. In shame.
Okay, so
That thing, right? I want to
Yeah.
go over to it, and I want to just start taking, like, biting a little bit. Now, not the goo stuff. I mean the bark. Actually, I want to.
there are parts of the bark that it's not so much bark. It's like a dark grey, lumpy skin that kind of, as you approach it, I want you to roll a perception check.
Perception, cool.
While he's doing that, I'm just going towards just the nearest tree and just sitting down and slumping.
I got a 19.
Natural 17, that's fine.
I got plus 2 plus
As you
17.
approach the body of the creature, you notice that the skin that is exposed kind of shimmers. In the kind of the throes of death, it's got a kind of a shifting to it. It's like it's bubbling.
Alright.
That kind of blah, blah, blah for a second, and then kind of glimmers slightly, and then settles.
Alright. I think I want to go over and maybe cut off a tiny bit of bark off it.
You want to cut it? Okay.
Well,
yeah.
if there's heat coming from it,
Do you
I'm
have? Do you?
Like,
what
I'm
are you using to cut it? 'Cause
mumbling
you
to
don't have any
myself,
weapons.
it's like, I could
What
probably
are you using to
grow
cut it?
this.
You're using your talons
Like,
or
can't just
claws?
go like that, just, or, well,
we know it's not bark, it's skin.
like, and I'm mumbling to myself, it's like, I could probably grow my own one of these.
You're gonna bite into it.
Well, I'm smelling it, like, I'll if there's off or anything, because I've bitten
There
the
is a
bark.
foul stench coming
Alright.
off this thing. It's not healthy.
I wee on it.
I want to continue.
You wee on it.
Wee on it.
Like you cop the leg.
Yeah.
But as you wee on it, there's a steam, and the ooze kind of retreats from the piss,
Marking my territory.
and it's like,
Kicking me feet and walking off.
and the creature kind of like it's twitching. Is
I approach Talazar, who's sitting by his tree. You seem inconvenienced, fellow friend. Then I use thaumaturgy to clean him.
Really nice.
Or prestidigitation, rather, to clean him.
That's pretty same, dude.
Weirdo.
So he reaches his hand out to you, and the ooze just kind of like and just pools around you on the ground and keeps away from your body. You're completely spotless.
There it was.
What? Nobody really took any damage there. So
Except me.
you took damage
And
said
I'm
to
now
both your
nearly
ego and to your HP.
And now I'm nearly dead.
You're nearly
Norman, thank you.
What? Are you
Now-
really hurt?
So
Okay, no wait, I want to, because of
I
depending
have
on
a
what might
scar
happen in the
across
future,
here
okay?
because of the whip.
yeah,
I'm going to wander over, and I'm just going to sniff him, and and just start licking him. and rumble against him, and I'm going to cast the healing word on him.
Okay, so
I'll tell you what.
roll
Find out
for the
if it's
heal.
in it. Sorry, just hey, I love the way it goes. A creature of your choice. He's going to get.
Just to roll, I think D6, isn't it?
Oh no, this is just a spell. A bonus. Actually, this is a bonus action.
It's 1d4 plus your.
It's my higher. I think it's my higher level one. Let me check. I'll go back a second. Hang on.
This is a cantrip.
It's
No, this is actually a second level spell.
Okay.
show me.
Yeah,
your
it's
healing
healing word.
You can cast it at.
Yeah, it's at higher levels.
Cast it at first level.
Okay, just want a first level one.
So what's
Yeah,
the
D4 plus 2.
D4 plus 2. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, 5.
Oh, that's
Fine.
alright.
But
So-
I'm doing it that way. I don't want to be. Everyone probably
Yeah,
knows
that's
I'm a
cool.
character,
So
but in character.
You're going over to like.
Yeah.
You're doing it on the sly, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it says 2d4.
Well, that's probably because it's on a higher. It's on a
yeah, you
higher
looked at
slice
that.
shot.
Yeah, so it's 1d4 plus 2.
So
It's
there you go.
5.
So he got 5. So you can add.
At this, I'm just petting.
Okay. Now,
So that's
what
the-
do you want to do now? Do you want like you're still kind of you're just inside the forest
I'm gonna fight
entrance.
Not
like-
painfully, no, but
I thought we're nearly out of the forest.
No, no, you
Just
just
getting
you
in.
literally
We went for a half an hour to
get to the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
And
you're-
then you went off to have
you
a
managed to
look,
stealth in.
and he fucking woke
He
up.
woke up the
did.
creature.
He did.
And I have to say, like, I mean, it's obvious. You got a crit 1. If you obviously didn't crit that hard, you wouldn't
would've
have
been
woken
with me,
the
yeah.
creature. But I had to do something with 1.
I think we should continue, but we should follow the lights that you set up for us because everything kind of scattered away and
Yeah.
we need to get through this forest, right?
We
Isn't that
progress
what-
further into the trees.
I have
Yeah,
dark vision, so I'm just going to
I also have dark vision.
Return to my
Scooch,
shoulder.
Scooch there, yeah.
Yeah,
So you're back up on Manfred's
Yeah.
shoulders? Okay.
Yeah, he smells a bit.
Yeah.
I also have dark
I
vision.
also read.
It's
Well,
locked.
yeah, that's why it's.
Yeah, there are some people in the group that do have dark vision. I think that yourselves
I do,
being
yeah.
the two. Do you have dark vision as well?
Elf. 60 foot
You're
dark.
elf, yes,
And
yes,
she
yes.
would have it as well.
Yeah, so would you. So there's we at least 4 people with dark vision.
60 feet.
You don't, so you would need to be led by the hand.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, but there are no, but we do have the lights.
Yeah, I cast dancing
So
lights.
I'm just saying-
how long?
Yeah, but-
How
I'm
long
just
does
saying in
dancing
general.
lights last for?
Dancing lights, let's find out on D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
I can see
Also-
also 60 feet.
Yeah,
Are
dark
we
vision.
not better? Are we not better as a team, not drawing attention to ourselves with the lights and you know? Sorry, what's Norman's
The lights have
night
been
vision
cast.
like? Oh, and they're just gonna stay.
Unfortunately, this particular vessel has no dark vision.
Killer vessel.
As a result, I
Jesus
will need
Christ.
to be led by one of the more,
You can lead him.
one
Well,
of the
if
more
lights are on, they're
sighted
staying
among
on then.
excellent.
Yeah,
advice.
I can lead you.
So what's the globules of light?
They're gone because it turns out I had to maintain concentration.
I had a feeling that once the
Yeah.
fight started,
They're gone.
They were gone.
They can last for 1 minute
Can
with
I address?
concentration, but...
Can
Yeah.
I address the party?
are you dressing the party in character?
Yes.
Okay.
Party.
Everybody, I think we should. That was not the entry into the forest that I would have hoped for.
We're not even in it
Um,
properly yet.
We're not even.
You're
in it
still at
properly.
the cusp.
Would the people with lesser dark vision allow themselves to be led by those of us with dark vision in order to maintain a low profile?
I reach up to like Darren and I'm like, my small furred friend here has all the dark vision I require. He will lead me.
Now, in Wolverine form, you do
Just-
even with the like. I know naturally a Wolverine probably might have a bit of dark vision,
Well, I
but
have a feeling I don't, but
You
I'm still
don't.
saying it to him because
Yeah, I just assume he
in
does.
my
Yeah.
eyes, what he said is like I can see. Yeah, this way.
I
okay.
straight up take Manfred's hand and like start pulling him.
So
I
what's
was
the
going
marching
to
order?
suggest to Lauren that,
Yeah.
that he hold
Yeah.
I have cataracts.
What's the
they're not
marching order into the forest? Let's
Well,
let's.
who has,
I'm
who
gonna
has-
him first.
Who has the best? Who can see the furthest? In
I think we're the same.
Me and you
I
have 60.
Yeah.
I have 60 as well.
What have we got? 60? 60? So,
So
what do you want to do?
I think
I think you're sneaky and
you're sneaky. You should go first.
Yeah, I know.
I normally am sneaky.
It's the order in which.
Yeah, but you're having a bad day, so I'll back you up if you want to go first.
Okay, I appreciate that, Archer. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so we have Cody, Arthur up front, we have Manfred and Ogun in the middle, and we have you two at the back.
Well, I'm holding his hand.
You're holding his hand in the middle, okay.
Yeah, it's a
So,
threesome here.
so Talazar is taking up the rear.
Yeah.
That's Talazar. Taking it up the rear. Okay.
He's taking his time because he's had a bit of an ordeal.
Now, have you cast
I have.
the lights again?
No.
So you're just relying on your dark vision
That's
here.
it. We're leading.
We're all relying on each other.
Okay.
That's why I'm holding
That's
my
why I'm
line
holding
on
my
that dark vision.
No one has any torches?
Does anyone?
We don't need them.
We don't want.
You don't want to draw any. They don't want to draw any attention to themselves.
No.
So as
More than we're doing now.
the lights have now gone, and you're moving deeper into this forest. The darkness envelops you, and you're starting to hear the life around you, kind of like chirping and screeching, and these weird sounds, sloshing, and
Not normal.
not normal, like not stuff you'd hear in your everyday streets. So
Or everyday forest.
or your everyday forest, like real like loud noises that are like perfectly happy at home, and you're invading their space.
Okay.
So you walk on.
But I'm not scared of much.
No, you're not scared of much. You're walking on for a good 20 minutes, and you start to hear voices. These deep, kind of like growly voices. These are not like they're not creatures of the forest. These are people.
Is it me?
No, that's okay.
Just checking.
So, you do see a slight bright light off in the distance, kind of off to the right, off the beaten track, to the right. What do you want to do?
Yeah, can I roll perception?
Roll perception, yeah.
Oh, cool. It can be.
So that's a 6.
And I'm supposed
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna hit
Have to be memorized.
it. So you're too far away. You're basically you can hear mumbling and like it's like and you can still see the light off in the distance, but you can't make out what people are saying. You don't know what it is.
So I can see that there's a light, and I can
Yeah,
hear that
everyone-
there are humanoids talking.
you can hear something. Everyone can see the light and they can hear voices.
Can I ask some of my magical friends to tell me what they think is going on ahead and what they think we should do next? Well, you know what I'm going to say.
I have used the full extent of my knowledge, and I have determined there may be voices ahead.
Oh no! Can I thank Norman for that wholeheartedly?
You are most welcome.
Yes, and the shade rattle can go up. Can I do a solo sneak again?
You want to go ahead and
I
scout
want
it
to
out?
recon and come back.
Okay, well you can march ahead. What's your movement?
My movement is, I know what it is. It's
30 feet. So you can move ahead 30 feet. You move ahead of the group, and you move ahead of the group, and you're kind of closer to what you see, and you can kind of make out figures in like crouched in. You're behind. I need you to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
No.
4.
It's a 4. Stealth is a +3.
Okay. You
What were
kind
you
of
going to say, Tom? Tom normally comes in with good stuff for me.
you creep in, and as you creep in, you're kind of the undergrowth is just so dense. You're cricking and, but you're far away enough that it doesn't seem to have any impact on the people that are out.
Okay. Can I see them?
You can't. You just see dark shapes and like kind of cast by the shadows cast by the light of the fire. That's all you see, and you still can't make out what they're saying.
Or how many there are?
No, nothing. You just
And I was hoping that I had asked the party to hang back. Did they?
well, that's down to the
Yeah.
party now.
You've
There
already
was
had a
no
move.
there was no communication. You just headed off. You just went
Yes.
off hand soloing it into the forest.
No, I wanted it to be. So if you're going to converse, you just do
You
it.
just do it.
You need
Yeah.
to. You need to converse to your fellow adventurers. So they just see you vanish into the forest,
You can.
and like you head because you're ahead. Like
And you can
Arthur's
have
behind
two
you,
more
directly behind you. She just sees you dart off to your right.
You're only gone 30 seconds, right?
Yeah, but she's gone into the brush. But you can see.
I
But
can
You pick
I need you to roll a perception check with
have a
disadvantage.
filter on cantrips, so you can
So go ahead
You're too
and
awesome,
how
so-
do you apply the disadvantage?
You roll twice and use the lower score.
Ah.
Well, we're not going to get lower than
Not
that.
going to get lower than that. So you see her vanish into the forest, and you can see shapes and stuff, but you've lost sight of Cody, and she's gone.
Laurent just sits there and he's like, well,
Tell me, Mortal. And, yeah, I don't know.
Well, Cody.
What sort of being like, say, you or I would find themselves lost in the forest and requiring assistance.
Wait, what?
Who would want the children? That's the one. Yes.
I guess.
Excellent.
I cast disguise self.
Okay. What are you disguising yourself as?
An angelic, slightly too tall cherub of a child.
So like an oblong child. Cherub. So
I'm a kid, but I'm a kid who's gone through a growth spurt.
So you're talking about a child in like a cherub, as in you're in a nappy and shit.
No. I just an angelic face, or at least my idea.
And what's your outfit? What's your clothes?
Oh, the same clothes.
So your face has changed.
And I'm shorter. I can get up to a foot shorter with disguise self.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
No, I can disguise the clothes, but my clothes are common enough. I don't think I need to.
Your clothes are pretty dour. Like you've got
They're
very
dour
plain
enough.
clothes, and the stench is not helping.
No,
at this
you're right.
moment.
Disguise self can actually make an illusion of what your clothes look like. So the same clothes, but clean and let me see, kid, bright baby blue.
So you now have bright baby blue clothes, but is the stench is still there?
I don't think I can disguise the stench.
The stench is there. The ooze is still there. So you
Kids
have
rolling shit all the time.
Yeah.
It's fine.
yeah. So your baby blue clothes, while pristine,
Yeah.
they do have for some reason under the armpits and around the neck. There's like these drippings of ooze.
No, you can't see that. You can smell it.
You
but
can smell
can't
it.
See it.
But there's a stain around where your neck and where your armpits are.
I don't know if there would be.
No stains.
No.
I can physically I can make it appear pristine. Just stench wise, I can't hide that.
I want you to roll a deception check.
What's the tea pristine?
Well, I haven't actually done anything yet. All I've done is disguise self, which is perfectly within the bounds of the spell. I haven't actually tried to say anything to them yet.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, we'll see what happens when you try to say something.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Like a
That's
tall
fine.
child now.
I can do that too. I just don't.
Excellent. Same voice.
Oh
So
no,
this small cheruby, like full on Snapchat filter face is all like, hello.
Because the thing is, I am convinced this will work.
Okay.
In character.
Oh no.
So, that is what he is doing. What are the rest of the group doing?
Sorry, the other thing I do
Yes.
is start following Hubby.
Now, I need you to roll a perception check to see where you know where she went.
Oh, I'm just heading in the same vague direction.
Vague direction. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so you head into.
I'm not trying to find her.
You're going into the forest.
Yeah.
How far do you move ahead? What's your movement?
I have 30 feet, yeah.
Okay, so you're following. I need you to roll as you enter the forest. I need you to roll a stealth check.
Okay. What if I'm not trying to be stealthy?
If you're not trying to be stealthy, then. Oh, that was lucky.
Some
I rolled a
children.
3.
Well done.
You enter the forest, and no matter how much noise you're making, it doesn't seem to be disturbing the people
Okay.
or whoever's at this fire that is off in the distance slightly. It's about the fire itself where you are. It's about 20 feet from you,
Okay.
but you're even though your stomping is there, they're too boisterous, they're too loud and cocky in themselves that they're not hearing anything. There's like boisterous laughter and like and you just are stomping in your guys.
See, I really don't mean to be like taken away from everyone. I'm sure everyone has stuff to do. I'm going to now cast. Now, is it prestidigitation or thaumaturgy? Because I did get them mixed up.
If you're looking to do with the smell, it's pressed.
Oh, I'm not trying to fix the smell. Yeah.
If it's to make a sound, it's thaumaturgy.
Yeah, I'm going to cast thaumaturgy. About right above me, where I am as I'm moving, because I can make a sound appear from any point.
Yeah,
and that sound,
yeah.
that sound is going to be an actual child's voice, one I've heard at some point.
Oh, I love it.
Going like, "Help! I'm lost! I need help!"
Just throw the lid away.
And Mitch Manfrey rates the DM.
Oh, that's good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously. Fuck me. Okay, this guy's gonna get you killed.
Yeah.
I need you to roll a deception check on this one.
Alrighty.
I'm realising now that I'm
That's a
just on the
13.
shoulder. 13.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. You hear like the noise comes from above the tree line. It's like, help me! I'm lost! I've lost! I can't find my mummy! I can't find my mummy! I need help! You hear like, are you my mummy? You hear a break in the conversation around the fire. So like, hey, Jared, did you hear that? Did you hear that? What was that? Did you hear a child or something? So, yeah, mate, it's some like kid or something out there. What is that noise? Quick, grab your sword. Let's go. We gotta go find him. You see ahead of you, and not too far from where Codeine is crouched, behind a log, one human and this large, what looks like a large human, but look, there's something about him that's off. Kind of breaks the tree line from the clearing that they're in, and they're fully armed.
You said one
Can I just
human
and one
one kind of like a large creature that looks in human
well,
shape, humanoid
Probably
shape,
following right
but
behind
you can't make out what they are as such, but they're big. They break the tree line out of their clearing into not far from where, like literally 5 feet from Codeine. But Codeine, I need you to roll a stealth check. And now, whilst Codeine's doing that, I want to know what the rest of you are doing at this point.
Having seen him turn into a baby and run into the
a tall baby.
tall
weird
baby.
Tall midnight baby.
I just sigh. I look at Artie. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake! And I just go fucking try and trudge after him stealthily this time.
Roll a stealth check.
I got 18.
18, okay.
Ooh.
9.
9. Okay, I'll deal with that in a sec. What are you doing?
Follow the tall baby.
Jesus Christ.
He's saying follow the tall baby.
Did you, hey, Jerry, did you just hear somebody say follow this old baby? I know I've had a bit of grog, but I nearly swear I've had somebody say, did you just follow this old baby? What's
I'm
going
gonna
on?
change my god to the tall baby.
Exists.
Okay, Arthur, what are you doing?
I kind of feel like I should go after them because somebody is going to lose a fucking limb.
You sound so like it's begrudgingly like
Yeah,
But that's how I
idiots. They're idiots.
I felt
you know,
like, oh, for fuck's
Jeez, at least Codeine has snuck in there. Although, what's the bard up to? Should I
He was just waiting for, like, because he, like, everyone else has run away. He was kind of honestly waiting for you to make a move.
I'm like, should I supervise? Come on,
Fair,
Sam.
yeah, reasonable.
The other thing that we realised since you are asking everyone is that Darren is still clinging to my back. Darren is like, you know those,
I'd be the crazy.
you know those backpacks that are shaped like animals?
Yeah.
Darren like one of those.
Oh my god, I want to get a Wolverine backpack.
I'd like a sloth, or a Wolverine, or Kermit the Frog.
Open your mouth. Let me store my tomes in you.
Let's not talk about phonetics right now.
Dinner the movie first. If they taste nice,
Okay.
you're in.
Let's go.
Alright, we're having multiple conversations here. Okay, right. So you're following Talazar into the forest.
Talazar's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
The Talazar stealth check. What did you get again?
9.
9.
Okay, should I roll for a stealth check?
You,
as well?
I need you to roll a stealth check as well. Anyone that's going to go into the forest, I need to roll a stealth check.
I'm following.
Oh, you just rolled
You
my
fixed
die.
Naomi saw right at the last second, like, that's a bad roll.
I'll save you.
Oh, natural 20!
Considering my last roll was a 1.
Yeah.
That's like,
Considering also she is the largest member of the
I
group.
love
I
that,
know.
like, the huge battle axe toting, like, jacked orc
Yeah.
is the only stealthy one.
Yeah.
However, I got a 7.
You got a 7. Are you moving into the forest
I'm
as well?
following, because there's been no communication amongst what's
No.
actually happening.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering,
So,
so I'm following
me.
you're on
You're quiet.
just 1 second now. You're on his shoulder. You've no fucking choice.
Oh no, that's cool. I thought you wanted to
Yeah,
make
like,
kind
no,
of
no, no.
like more on the fast.
I should have been like, oh, I'm stealthy. I'll carry it in.
Can I sit on her shoulders?
1 second. Just let me. I'm going to allow that. I'm going to allow that.
Up you get.
Hell
I'm
yeah!
going to allow that. So, Lauren, you don't have to make it a stealth. You're on Archer's
Least
back.
conspicuous pair
Yeah.
are the most fucking
golden
stealthy.
It's literally
golden tiefling
yeah.
and the big ass orc.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's like the half orc and is carrying the tiefling, and
You know, I
stealthily move.
30 to a later.
You stealthily move, and it's like so silent, like it's a whisper into the forest. It's like in you go, and you're just lost amongst the bush. Like nobody sees you. You blend in. Right, you're blending in. None more goth right in the background. The monk, on the other hand, again, the monk, on the other hand, stumbles in, and there is a rabbit hole of some sort in the ground, and his foot and his bow staff get caught, and he trips and falls flat on his face. The two unknown creatures or people are like, hey, what's that? And they dart in, but you're prone. So you're prone at this point. They dart in, and let me just see.
Please say they're missing it.
Oh no.
Oh, Thomas, sir.
They are literally standing over your body, and they cannot see you. One rolled a natural 1.
Yes!
And the other one went from it just flipped from like a 20 to like over to a 2. Like in the last roll. They are standing over you and they have no dark vision.
I'm just like,
they are gorgeous. I need you to roll. Like you're quite close, so I want yourself to roll perception on this one.
yeah.
No.
That's 22.
Great. So you kind of like you have your head cocked to the side and you make out the fact that one of them is humans and the other one, you nearly swear they are some form of part troll. They look like the ugliest, dumbest motherfucker. Like the furrowed brow, big jowly jaw. They're huge. They're a massive creature. They're carrying this like wicked looking club, but they look like as dumb as a bag of hammers. It's like.
Oh, they're pretty scary.
They're looking right at you. They cannot see you. You're for some reason your garb is blending in. Like whether it's some like you've no leftover ooze, but your garb is blending into the ground as far as they're concerned. They do not see a thing. You're behind them,
Right.
and you are off just behind him, but you're like blended right into the background. In the meantime, Manfred is frozen in the spot, literally to their left, and for some reason they haven't seen you. And Ogun is on your shoulder, and just like you're frozen. And they are looking around on the ground. They cannot see you. What do you want to do?
Him.
I feel sick.
Hold it.
Okay.
This motherfucker.
Can I see them?
You can see them. They're right in front of you. They're like 10 feet away from you. But they can't see you. They rolled so badly they can't see anything.
So can I see
They
them?
went from the firelight that was really bright into
Right.
the dark forest, and their vision is
Now,
just
obviously,
adjusting.
I don't have dark vision either. So
You don't, but like they're 10 feet in front of
Yeah.
you. You
So-
can make their outline.
You were already using your scotoptic vision, but they
Yeah.
were still on their footoptic vision, which is what's
I'm sure that
This
would
is
work.
what
Flexing
like
for
say
some reason.
fucking hell, like you know.
So yeah.
Basically, you are staring at these two humanoid figures. You can't make out what they are,
I don't know what
but you
they
see
are.
these shadows standing over Talazar. And he's prone, he's down on his belly, kind of his head cocked to one side. You've Codeine off. You can't see Codeine. Codeine is at least 20 feet away.
Yes.
You can't see anyone. All you see are these two shadowy figures standing over Talazar. What do you do? Pop quiz, asshole. What do you do?
I cast. So, you say I can't see them, right?
Oh.
You can see their
I
outline.
can see their outline.
The light from the fire
Yeah.
that is in the clearing about 30 feet away is strong enough that you can see the shadows. You can see the shape of them being cast.
So I can see one is significantly bigger than the other.
You
yes?
could, the closest person to you is the larger of the two.
I cast Charm Person.
Wow. Is that a wisdom saving throw?
That is a wisdom saving throw on the big lad.
He's gonna fail regardless, this motherfucker. Oh, that's cocked. Oh, he may not fail this.
Oh no.
1 sec.
Oh wait, and I'm casting it at second level, so actually I hit both of them.
Okay, what's the DC on that?
14.
Oh, they both fail.
Excellent.
No, hang on, no, I rolled one roll for
Yeah,
one.
you only rolled
The
for one.
closest one to you failed. The furthest one away barely squeaks by.
This will be interesting for them then.
Yeah.
So the troll isn't
So
The troll is the closest. The trollish creature is close. Like you guys don't know. Talazar knows it. This is for Talazar.
Yeah.
The trollish creature is the one closest to Manfi.
Okay. So the biggest one charm person worked on. The smaller one charm person did not.
It's my stomach.
So what? Sorry.
The smaller one it did not.
It did not work on.
Okay. Because I have to actively speak to them in any way to see them to regard me as friendly, what I'm gonna do is hit the big one with my telepathy talk. I don't know. Would I know that it hasn't worked on the other one?
I think you do know.
Yes,
I think I know.
They also
So
will know.
they'll
that
know.
They will know that
They
they've
will
been
know.
trolled.
So I'm gonna hang on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
If they fail, they'll
They
know.
know if they fail.
I think you.
The furthest one away from you doesn't necessarily know exactly where it came from, but they kind of like, oh, yeah, what? Darren, did you check in my ear?
Yeah.
Did you? I feel like it's like. I think I might have brushed off a leaf or something. My brain is like feeling real fuzzy. Are you feeling that?
I am talking in the big troll's head right now. You may want me
No,
to...
I'd like to point out he's not a troll.
He looks
He's
like
definitely part troll.
He looks like one.
It's like a troll and a human may have gotten together at some point.
I'm gonna need a picture of that chest
Like
on me.
Sorry, thank
Sexy.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be speaking in his head. You may want me to make a check. I actually might do this in advance if you want me to. Make a religion check, perhaps to
Don't
see.
DM me.
I'm not telling you to do that. But I'm saying this would be a religion check.
It will be.
Who's the god of the trolls? Can I roll to see?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Alex
That's
Jones.
Let's go with Alex Jones on that.
Yeah.
He is the god of the trolls.
Well, either way, I got a 20 on my religion check. So.
A natural 20.
No, not a nat.
Ah.
But I
So-
got a 20 on my religion check. So I know that Alex Jones is the god of the trolls. So I want to jump into the trolls.
bird with a goblin.
This guy is the version of frog people.
and he's shouted out his name, correct?
He did.
Jared is the name of the troll person.
Jared is the name of the people. Jared, this is your god. I am here to give you the divine inspiration you need to carry out your task. Go deeper into the woods, towards, let's say, west. Take your companion. Though he be doubting, you must make him see your way.
1 second. I need to roll for where this is gonna go. So, Jared turns and he's like, "Yes, my lord, I obey." And he takes the club that he had and he swings it. I kid you not. Natural 20.
Sorry, I'm not
Can you see this? We know where it's hit. The club connects with the other person's head. Which is then cleaved from his shoulder. But Jared doesn't notice this and picks up the body, slings it over his shoulder, and heads west. Or the general direction of what a troll mind might think be west.
Concentration lasts for an hour. It's not
God.
concentration. So
Yeah, it's an
he will
hour.
still just keep
He'll
going.
be walking for an hour.
Smash cut to 6 months down the line of the campaign. And a troll comes over there.
You fucking tricked me, you did.
Jared heads in the general direction of west while the corpse that's slung over his shoulder is like no, it's the stump of the neck is like
Oh.
So we can track him.
and the head rolls and lands at your foot. Right, and it's
Back
just
in
like
the
it's a
action.
gaping like face that's just like you are now in the area and Jared is gone. He like to the brush.
Talisar just unclenches.
I need you to roll a stealth check.
Just a little bit of weed comes out.
Roll a stealth check for me. Just I want to inject some humour into this.
That's pretty good.
15.
Okay, right. You manage to unclench, and just a silent wisp of air comes from your arse, rather than a loud one. Just like,
A crit fail there, and Jared's like, wait a minute.
if it had been any louder. You are now in this small area of the forest. The fire is crackling off to the distance, but there are still shadows milling about in that area.
I'm going to talk
So
to
what
the
do you wanna
group
do?
again. I want to talk to the group again.
You can't see us.
So I need you to roll both a perception and a stealth check
Okay.
at the same time.
Yeah, I want to go back towards them. Is that okay?
Again,
I'm
stealth.
nearest
You
to
need
you,
to
I think.
roll stealth.
That's 17 plus
No, okay.
So 20
3.
total.
Yeah, or 5, 13 total.
No, your stealth is
Oh,
fine.
sorry,
17, natural 17 hits it.
Yeah.
So you stealthily move back towards the group.
Okay.
All right. Now I need you to roll perception to see who you see.
Okay.
All you can make
No
out
one.
right
Hands
now.
down.
All you can make
Me
out right
hovering.
now is the form of Manfred with Ogun on his
No, a
shoulder.
tall baby.
A tall baby, but it's a silhouette. Like you've dark vision, so you can see them. Actually, you've dark vision, so roll
Yeah,
with advantage.
you can
Yeah.
Roll with
grayscale.
advantage. Roll with advantage.
Okay. That means roll 2 and take the highest.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. You managed to make out the entire group.
Okay.
You see Talazar prone on the ground, like you see Artir and you see Laurent on Artir's back.
Oh my God.
You see
On the
Ogun.
shoulders, not on the back.
Yeah.
We are
Literally
we're like a
piggy-
totem pole.
Okay. And then you see Manfred with Ogun on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is becoming a thing.
So you see the entire group in this area of the woods.
Out of character, I'm singing the Stephen Universe Giant Woman song. Tall baby and also giant woman.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to. I want to explain myself. I want to explain to them that I didn't make it clear. I'm not used to working in a group anymore. I wanted you guys to be safe. I wanted to go and see what the threat was and come back and tell you what I saw.
Are you whispering this? Are you whispering this?
Yes. I am. I wanted to do some reconnaissance and it became a shit show again. I realised that's not going to happen and I think my strength is in the group and I want to... Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Where are you? I can't see anything.
There's a sharp
Someone's
intake of
talking,
breath
but I
every
can't
time I
hear
try
them.
to do anything. Somebody sharply intakes breath and I'm like, well, that's not good.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Okay, so I want to, without sounding too soft.
I want to be quiet.
No, you rolled your stealth. You're okay.
Yeah,
You're okay.
I want to kind of casually recommit myself to the group and let them know that I will only do things that are consensus if it's gonna
Are we doing
help
a circle
us.
thing? Should we all have a thing?
I mean, if you have something. You probably
If anyone else is about to talk, you all need to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
because there's still
Because
people
I really
around.
want to
Natural
say
20.
I really want to say
second natural 20 in the game.
Third, including yours, and
No, DMs don't count.
Oh, okay, okay.
Players count.
12.
Didn't I not get a natural 20 earlier?
So you got natural 20? You got one. Are you about to talk?
I really wanted to say the funny thing, so I wanted to know.
I got
Are you doing a collective?
But this is only if you're about to talk. If you're about to talk,
No,
then you roll.
I want to say my thing.
Yeah, I feel like out of character we know we shouldn't talk, but in character.
No, in character,
we're like,
fully.
Yeah, oh,
I
in
fully
character.
endorse in character actions.
I
people.
know this is stupid, but I want to say my thing.
Well, in character, Manfred will do that.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, I'm the strong silent type until I've had ale.
Yeah.
Which you have had a lot of today, actually.
It is true.
And
Oh, the
I
walk,
sobered up.
the walk, no, like a half orc would have sobered
True.
up like before they even left threshold.
So
I've
rolled
sobered up and I've
15
fought
plus your
something
dex.
since
I'm
then.
gonna check.
What's your roll? 15. You're up.
15.
Yeah, I got a roll.
No, you're Demon.
Well,
you're
he's gonna
alright.
talk first.
So, who wants to talk at this point? If you want to talk, you roll your stealth.
So obviously,
Just on a side note, how much have we come into the forest? Like how many minutes?
You're about an hour into the forest
An
at this
hour.
point.
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
So I obviously Codeine is like explaining these things to us, you know, your motives and stuff. So my tall baby self,
God.
reach out and put a hand on Codine's shoulder and just go.
You are forgiven. Welcome back to the circle, my child.
But my thaumaturgy is still on, so that booms.
I don't even have to roll perception.
No, I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1, so that's a crit fail, and I'm going to treat crit fails pretty harshly at this point. So, as you say this, the trees above you just shake.
I regret it when I leave yous. I regret it when I'm with yous. Pretty much my life is regret.
I feel
at
as
this
if I have
stage.
possibly erred.
Do we hear this?
It's like he said this through a fucking megaphone.
Yeah, it booms.
You hear a smattering of voices from the fireside less than 30 feet away. And it's like, oi, 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 arms up, there's people out there, ready. I need you all to roll initiative.
Run! My bad.
You're
You can throw
bad.
me at them.
I just
Like,
wanted, I just
Every
wanted
minute
to
you have
welcome
horses,
you
you
back to
can.
our circle.
Not great.
Now, anyone, like, so I want to say this right now, you're still in the forest clearing,
Yeah.
but the group that have heard you all of a sudden appear at the tree line with torches. So the entire area is lit up. And in front of you, you see 4 individuals. Mixed race, some human, some... you know, easy
No,
going.
I'm glad that the bandits have diversity.
Hashtag forest so
Representation is
white.
always good.
These are not straightforward bandits. You didn't roll high enough perception to see how Jared and his
I didn't roll
friend
any
were
perception.
dressed in any way, shape, or form.
Did I never see
Talazar might have, but you were prone, so I kind of took that into account.
They smelt of grass.
I need all of you to roll initiative. Then because of the light, you don't need to roll perception. So let's do the round of initiative first, and then I will describe what you see.
I'm sorry,
Even if you
everyone.
roll a 1, you still got better than that.
Okay,
I got.
rolls of initiative 25 to 20.
Oh, God.
Nobody. I need to roll for the 4 individuals.
You're on for them as a
My
group,
bad,
or
guys.
each?
Individual.
But I really wanted to welcome Codeine back to the circle.
Okay. What your feelings do?
I can't believe I haven't called your entire
Okay.
being into question.
25 to
That's
20.
Slipping.
No.
No. What was your
20 to 15.
17.
17. Okay.
15?
15. So, Cody. 15 to 10.
13.
13.
11.
11. Talazar. And
Well, welcome, my child.
so,
I know, I'm just going
10 to 5.
7.
7.
7.
7.
Should we
Okay.
roll off against each other, or just
Who was
pick one?
who was the higher dex?
Who's our dexterity? Yeah.
My dex is 0.
0. I want to say your probably dex is probably higher.
No, did it give me 6, sorry. It should be here somewhere. Damn it. I'm going to say that subconsciously...
So what were you?
Your
7 and 7. Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Subconsciously, my character will let anyone...
Plus 1.
Yeah,
Plus
plus
one.
1, so yeah. You go
Sorry, you're
first.
1. So what are you?
No, I'm 0. You're 1.
Oh,
0.
okay.
You're plus 1.
D-man
So
goes
like,
first.
But out of my character subconsciously, if he
Laurent.
sees someone moving, he'll wait. until they
You're
move.
up here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that was well, that was
Okay.
5. Was
So I'm not really going to
so
move if I'm on you, so it's
Were you?
okay.
What was your initiative?
Well, when we get
Mine's
to know it.
You're
mine's
70, you're okay.
6
Yours is
plus
high,
is
yeah.
15.
15. Oh,
I was
okay.
the second.
Cody, there we are.
I
Okay.
missed what I said.
Who have I missed?
Well,
Have I got everyone?
You should have.
Tom?
Oh, you got Tom. Okay, all right. So, as the group of now 4 people rush into the area with torches of bearing, you see these 4 individuals of different height and stature. There is one human, there is one dwarf, there is one half-orc, and there is one seemingly weirdly patchwork creature. You're not 100% sure what it is, but it's of humanoid shape and seems pretty sentient. They are all dressed in a tabard and armoured trousers, and they all are carrying a longsword of different lengths, obviously for their different heights. But they're generally a sword in each hand, or sorry, a sword in one hand and a torch in the other. The tabard that they're all wearing has this symbol on it of a red fist that is surrounded by 4 red swords.
Okay.
And you've I want just if anyone wants to roll a history check on this one.
I'll make a roll.
Where is that?
17.
No.
History is
My roll was not
Your
good.
skill.
the intelligence.
Intelligence, yeah.
I'm a fucking Wolverine. I don't know history.
+2. I got 8.
No.
17.
17. Okay. So 17. What do we get?
Oh, mine was bad.
Shit. All right. 8.
I don't be interested.
No, you have do you want to roll?
Oh no, I don't want to roll.
No, you're okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just,
Okay.
just because. Oh my
Hey!
God.
It's bad,
It's all
lads.
good. It's all good.
It's bad.
It's all good.
The
Okay.
DM stands up, it's bad, right?
Oh,
Whisper.
Oh, Whisper 2, yeah.
Oh,
Yes, Rin. Let's talk
And they all-
about unrelated things.
Oh my
So,
god.
like,
So how about that? Those
Local
arm
sports.
hits,
So,
eh?
Whispers and football and...
Yeah, football. I really like how the Trolls are winning this season.
They're brilliant, they're playing, they've been on
Oh, they're
points.
so
The
good.
problem with those guys is that they always try to walk it in.
And eat other players, which is kind of...
You
I
know-
support the Monstars.
Oh, nice. I mean, it's not football, but alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the good
You
thing.
supported the monsters?
yeah, they're my team.
Actually, yeah, what the fuck?
Actually, no, I absolutely don't, but I would prefer to support the Monstars than Chelsea.
Okay. So now
Right.
The precious medicine.
the first one, which is a human, which is very close. So we need to work out where everyone's
Yeah.
standing here.
Yeah.
I need my baggie of minifigs.
I think,
There's-
is that it there?
Well, there's 3 from the last time.
It's not very much.
I
Okay.
didn't eat anything.
I
that's
have,
here.
Raggy.
so where we're going to be situated is we have, as far as memory serves, we have Manfred here, Codeine is here, Ogden is on. Ogden
What?
is Manfred is on Manfred's shoulders.
Norman, man.
We have
Giant
What?
baby.
Salazar
I'm still
here.
responding
It's
to
a
your
perfectly cromulous
Norman.
word.
It's perfect.
That's
I'm
just a
still
little
on
ahead.
And
Yeah,
Megan's
and
your
then behind
stature
we
and
have-
things.
We have Aerith here, and then on Aerith's shoulders we have Lauren.
Loran. not
Loran. Sorry,
Lauren.
apologies. We're
Yeah.
getting
Okay.
Just before this kicks off, I just turn. Hush! Move quickly through the forest and away from these.
You don't, because he crit failed on his roll.
I
I can't even shout that out.
I have been yelling at the top of my voice.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it to these guys
Leave it.
to shush it and move.
No, well,
Kim's
you're seeing. You're
I was
noticed.
about to make a reference. I was going to say,
is he universal?
oh, it absolutely is a reference to the Pass and Move song that Liverpool put out ahead of their FA Cup final in the 90s. I was going to say, shush and move, it's the Liverpool groove, but you would have missed that one.
You
did say something about
Yeah.
No, what is one of the halfway?
If we do move, I can kind of,
You can't go anywhere. You're on.
So, these are just representations of what the creatures are. They're not exactly what they are, but they're
This is
representations.
to the group, like I said.
So the
if we do
four
move away.
burst in a line, like this, within the tree line, and they're
But that man's not going to get far. He's facing the other way.
Darwin has a skill.
Ah, shit.
He's not
figured it out.
So they burst into the tree line, and the first tug here rolled a natural 20 on initiative.
Oh no.
So we are the first creature of what you see rolled a natural 20. So they are going to swing their sword
I
at
am
Cody.
proficient with a javelin.
DM,
Yeah.
just
It's like throwing a javelin.
just so I know, and so we all know, which of these correlate? Because you did mention each of them is kind of a different race.
They are.
Which of these
Darren,
correlates
do you
to
have
which?
your dwarf figures there
That's
for
a
2
half
seconds?
orc.
That is my
So,
dwarf there.
is
Do you
it-
have the other one that was in the pack?
One of them
I
was
don't know where. No, I don't know where you put it.
It smells like an omni.
I don't know where you put
So-
it.
So
here.
So one of them is
Sorry,
half
Kim, didn't
orc,
hear you.
correct?
Yeah. Human, half orc, and we're gonna switch in
Which is
the dwarf now.
And then
Looks
this
cool.
this is Mr. Patches.
And that's Mr. Patches on the far end. Okay?
Dan, we have a question.
Patchwork man.
What would you need to roll to throw a beam?
The throw will be that
I'm
will be that will be a strength check.
Oh, you
Proficient
got
with a
that.
javelin.
But it's still a strength check.
Okay.
And you'd be better off ranking first.
Plus 5.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
to,
yeah,
to
we got
throw anything at a hefty rate, it's a strength check.
Okay.
Cool.
So
We're
the
totally gonna do that.
the first thug has
Oh
the
my
first
God.
go, and then it's going to roll into the groups. So this guy right here is going to take a swing at Cody.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a
Jim.
bad guy there.
But no, that's
Now
Cody.
that's Cody.
Okay, sorry.
Right in front of me.
And that's a 2.
What's
So that
the name, by the
misses. The first human that comes into the round, he swings, and it's just like he swings the torch high and swings the sword low. But it's like the bright light mixed into the darkness. He swings down and just catches cloth, and like your cloak billows out and misses it, and does not hit you at all whatsoever. Now we are into yourself. Aratir is next.
Okay.
Now you're back here.
Yeah.
You
so
have a movement speed and you have a movement distance. So what do you want to do?
I'd like to use. Well, can I use Loran as a javelin?
I want to have my dagger out. And I
And
want her to fling me.
he's got horns as well. I'm gonna fling him.
Fastball special.
Oh yeah.
I need you to roll a strength check, and then I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Reasonable.
It's not good. Oh god, it's not good.
It could be good because you're both doing that.
So straight plus 10.
10. You pick up the
I'm already on the shoulders.
you pick but you grab them
Oh,
off the
yeah.
shoulders and you throw them. Even with your dark vision, because the blinding light of the torches that have just come into the clearing, you throw. How do you pronounce it? Loran. Loran gets thrown, and thankfully, due to the dexterity roll, is able to twist themselves so they just miss being fucked right into a tree trunk.
Okay.
And they kind of leap and bounce off and land here.
Okay.
I need you to roll. I need you. Hang on. Roll a d6.
Oh, serious. 4.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the land.
Oh my god.
That's fine.
I have a feeling that at least 2 of us are going to go unconscious before the end of it.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
optimistic.
next into is Cody.
Okay. Fuck, I got me into this again. Right, I'm gonna have to do some work. Wait, can I
I'm here.
ask?
You can say something as a free action.
Okay, I'm gonna
And go.
You can have full-on conversations.
Conversations are not
between the conversations aren't actions, and they're
Well,
not.
logically in the game, shit's
You
getting
can
really
shout
bad.
this stuff, and
Yeah.
stuff is going down.
And
You can
I will
shout it.
reply on my turn.
Okay, alright. Can I ask Talazar who these fucking turkeys are? And I am going to come in with my rapier, I think.
On the closest one to you, Grant.
Spears.
So you're going to shout at Talazar, "What's the crack?"
Yeah, who are these turkeys? Is the phrase.
Grant. And
Are
then
they
you're
in fact actual turkeys?
gonna- Are they in
That
fact
was happening.
gobble gobble?
As long as they're not jive turkeys. Jive turkeys, bad.
It could be worse. They could be giant bunnies. There's a reference that's out of time right there.
Universal.
So you need to roll. You need to roll for attack.
14 plus. Is there a plus to it?
That hits straight
be
up.
plus 5.
That hits. Natural
How do you
14
work
hits.
DC?
Roll for damage.
What?
DC. Rolls in this.
With your rape,
Where's D8?
Rape, yo.
Rapier.
Don't say rape and advantage. Rape.
Plus 2.
8 damage. Okay. That kicks in. Okay.
The plus 2 goes up as you level up.
Swear I'll know this one.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
So
That's all I can do, right?
So
Do you want to move at any point?
yeah, so 12.
Alright.
You can take a bonus action to move.
Yeah, can I get the fuck?
You can
for a
move the
second?
fuck.
Get to fuck.
Can I do the action get to?
Get the fuck. Right, so you want to, where do you move to?
Just back.
You've got a range of 30 feet, so you've got quite a distance. Alright, okay, cool. So you move back 30 feet, he takes 8 damage. He's like, you swing your rapier as you move, and it catches him across his tabard. It's like, and it cuts the cloth.
Yeah,
and you
bitch.
see the emblem of the red fist just gets carved in half, and underneath it shows that he's got like minimal leather armor. He's like, ah, well, fuck you bitch. And he's raring to go.
Yeah.
Into the second thug, which is actually this guy.
Patchwork.
Yeah, Patchwork is going to move in, and as Patchwork moves, it's really unnatural. You notice that he just and he just jerks towards you. Now his movement is slow at first, but then all of a sudden it's just like,
Nope.
and he's right there.
Oh no.
Nope.
And it's just, it jerks, and it's like twisted, and it's like, and he's right in your face.
Let's go!
And you hate that movement.
I do hate that movement.
And he's gonna swing his sword, and it's a 2.
Oh, grand, yeah.
So he swings his sword, but the blaring of the light from the torch, and as he's swinging, he just, for some reason, he just can't see you properly. In this kind of like, from the campfire into what he's into the darkness of the forest, he swings the sword down and just catches air, and you just dodge out of the way. And he just looks up and goes,
Wow. Fucking yuck.
Okay.
as he does that, you notice that this red mist just like seeps from his mouth into the air and then just dissipates. And his like patchwork in his face just kind of splits slightly.
Nope.
And there's like small gusts of red and then dissipates in the air.
Nope.
Easy. To you.
That's what I was going to say.
Next it's into Talazar.
It's Naomi with the saw kick.
Can't wait to see what you do.
3, 4, 5. So I can move 45 feet, so I can get myself to behind this guy.
Did you just teleport?
No, he's just very
Well,
good.
there's an anime roll.
But you do have to anime run. You have to do Yeah.
Or at least did it near. One or the other, it's a rule.
Full on anime run.
So I just spawn around to behind this guy and just jam with the 2 hands again with the bow staff, just crack across the back of their head.
Roll for damage. Or roll for hit, sorry, roll for hit.
That's the dwarf, yes?
And that would be 15.
That would be the dwarf. 15
to hit.
hits.
Yes! So we're doing D8. That's 6 points of bludgeoning, and then I'm going to flurry of blows.
Well, hang on a second. The 6 points of damage, you like crack over the back of his head. It just like the bow staff comes down, and he doesn't see you come out of anywhere. Literally, you're there, then you're there. The bow staff comes over the back of his head, and he's like, boom. It's like he nearly headbutts his own chest from the impact. He's like, hey, fuck you bastard! And he twirls on you and just swings his sword up, and then your flurry of blows.
My last key point.
Punch his sword.
So
If you want to put a key point into this, I will allow you to target.
that's the only way I can use the flurry of blows.
No, the flurry of blows is
No,
not a
it's
key. It is.
No, it's a key point.
It is, yeah.
It depends on the DM, and let the DM decide. If the DM wants you to spend that, and I did say at the start of this, we may fudge the rules a slight bit.
I always like
Wayne's gonna be nice.
the gods
Take
are
it.
interfering.
But if you want to pump a key point into this to aim at his hand, I will allow it.
I'm just going to do a standard flurry of blows.
Standard curry blows, you don't throw curry at his face. It's just for Vindaloo! Flurry of blows into his face. Where would you just.
So what I'm doing is then now I'm just kind of taking a stance to just kick at his knee and kick at his.
So you're targeting.
I'm just trying to aim towards that area.
Okay.
So one's 15, the other is 17 to hit.
You land hard. So what was the damage on the first hit?
The first hit was 6, so I'm going to do another 2d4 then.
2d4 plus what, 3?
It's
Oh,
2d4
nice, this one.
plus 6 because 3.
Plus 6, yeah, of course.
So
Oh, we
it's 4.
rolled 2
That's
fours.
8
Yeah,
plus
it is.
6. So 12.
That's 20 damage in one turn.
How do you want to take him down?
Yay!
I just wanted to, I don't know, just swing the kick.
You want to
just,
kick him in the nuts.
just kick him so hard that you just, kick
Kick
him
him
from
so
you in the nuts.
hard, he
Just-
gets knocked the fuck out!
Just punt him right in the balls.
You turn around, he turns on you with the sword after getting the bludgeon in the back of the head, and he turns, and as he does it, you catch him right in the fucking kisser, like boom, 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 and then one boot square in the jewels.
Yeah.
He elevates, and he just you punt him at least 10 feet forward, and he skids. He's like, boom, and he skids at Codine's feet. Out cold. He's gone.
Nice.
Nice.
Well
Nice.
done.
So I'm going to use my last 5 feet of movement to just...
My work here
Can
is
you answer
done.
my turkey question?
and I'm just going to shout, no time for that now!
Is he nice
Into
there?
Manfred.
Alright. Well, seeing as I am out of spell slots. I think I'm very interested in the patchwork. I'm really interested in him. Now, he's not close to me. So, well, he's not the closest to me. So I'm going to focus on... the human.
Okay.
I believe that one was the human.
He is.
And I'm going to... almost like... disappointingly, almost like I want the patchwork man. That's who I want. So these two, I just want to get rid of.
Okay.
So I'm going to Eldritch Blast the human.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 5. That's
5.
So it's like 10 total. So that's-
You blast it, and due to your shitty sight in this, even with
Oh, yeah, I
the
can't see
torchlight,
shit.
you're like, shoot! It impacts on the tree behind him.
Blow
Like
up
the
a
tree behind him
massive
is like splinters. Like it like illuminates the area slightly, and then it's just darkness again. So much so that you're like the brief flash of brightness. You're like and you kind of curl backwards. And
Also, I still look like a tall baby. I just
you
Yes,
still
yeah, yeah.
as the flash comes
You
forward,
remember that
you
one.
hear the human go, "Is that fucking baby?" and he advances forward, like kind of like, what? You know, he moves forward and he's like, "What the hell is that?" And the orc, the half orc, is like just like, just behind him, which is now we skip over the dead dwarf, and it's now the half orc's turn. The half orc moves forward, and the closest person is Manfred. In it goes, swinging a large longsword.
You wouldn't hit a baby, would you?
The half orc doesn't even notice. That is a 14 to hit.
that will just hit, yeah.
Just hit.
But-
I'm going to roll for damage. So that's. Okay. That's,
I'm a sexy little baby.
that is a 5.
Oh, that's so
That
nasty.
is 5 points of damage.
Cool. Yep, noted.
Then it is into.
Right.
Ogre.
I shout out, "Hey, Forrest, get up off your ass and give us a hand!" And I cast Entangle, and I'm going to try and Entangle. Pretty much is that the forest comes
Yeah.
alive, loads of roots shoot out, and trying to trap them. And I'm going to try and do it in a because I'm sure that they're fighting each other, so I can't. But I'm hoping to catch these two, and that way we can kind of back
Yeah,
out.
'cause
Maybe
you're on my back.
So who are you
Yeah.
naming this at?
Well, I'll tell you.
What's
It's
the
a
range
radius.
of this motherfucker?
It's a big radius, but then it's like 30 feet. I don't know. It's better to read on this. Give me a sec. That's what I'm trying to do, and I will tell you now. Entangled. Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from the point.
So you're
within
here.
range. So are these each 5 feet?
But, yeah, no, you would encompass these two characters here. So the half orc and the human.
Yeah, awesome. And then now the way
Is this a saving throw? Or?
a creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangled plants until the spells.
What's the DC?
The DC we were working at was 12, wasn't it?
12.
So that's for the half orc. The half orc wins the DC saving throw, as does the human.
Forrest, you're pretty shit. I'm have to
The
say.
forest kind of like fights against you. It's old and it's damp and it hasn't been awoken in a very, very long time.
Yeah, that's me in
so
the morning.
the vines come up and try to grasp at the feet of these creatures, but they slip and they slide and it's like fuck off and they pull and it's like they just don't get a hold on them and they slip out of it.
Can't get your vine up. Should involve in that.
It's been it's first time. Our cantrips, secondary thing.
Cantrip you can use as much as you want.
I think.
Oh, is that the end of your? Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah. Okay, and we're at the.
Awesome. The patchwork is right in front of me.
The patchwork is here.
Yeah,
right
so
in front of
right
you.
in
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Oh, no.
I would like him to make a wisdom saving throw, and I would like him to be 13, please.
He barely fails.
Awesome. I cast suggestion.
Suggestion.
Yes. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you describe to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If it can't be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends. Blah 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 blah.
That duration is up to 8 hours.
Holy shit!
What did you do? It is concentration.
She
based.
cast it.
So it's concentration based.
Yeah.
You have to concentrate on
I
this.
do.
So if you take any other action after this, it breaks.
cancelled. Yeah.
Okay.
So I say to him.
Any other concentration spell?
Oh really?
Yeah. If
But
you're
no, it's also in this round of combat. Anything that breaks that concentration will affect that.
It's fair. I say to him, I was like, you should definitely kill the other guys with red fists on their chests.
Wow. At that point, the patchwork creature just goes.
You say
I know, right?
It looks right at the back.
Anybody.
It looks right at the back of the half orc and just goes.
It's probably a hard.
"Yeah!" And a huge red mist just emits from its face.
Oh man, Tanner's going for the ancient.
Every orifice on its face, this huge red mist just dissipates into the air,
Oh god.
and it moves towards
Somebody stop
the half orc. And we're back to the top of the order, which is at the end of your turn.
Yep, that's
Now
it.
back to the top of the order, which is this fella right here. He's my big elbows. He's going to move in. I'm going to take a good swing at Manfred, which is right there.
Kicking ass and taking names.
That is a
names and chicken out.
that is a shitty fucking roll. That is an 8 to you.
Oh, to me,
Attacking.
that does nothing.
It literally swings through the air, and the red mist that came from the patchwork creature just clouds its vision
Good stuff.
as it
Tatters.
swings through and just catches nothing. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake! I need some fucking light in here! I can't fucking eat anything, you pricks!
I'm just like cackling, just like pissed
I
off.
fucking hear you, you wanker! I hear you! I'm gonna fucking get you!
Pitiful.
Is your thaumaturgy still going?
Oh yeah, everything I say.
Everything is really loud. Now it's into Arthur.
Including like breathing
Okay,
and stuff.
so he's gone.
He's gone.
Patchwork Man is wailing on the half orc, right?
Patchwork Man's about to move in. It hasn't actioned yet. Patchwork Man is is a couple of people ahead.
Okay.
This orc will have a movement before it, so you are moving. I shouldn't even tell you this, but you're here.
I'm here, yeah.
Yeah.
said it.
I'm a noob!
Oh my god, I got you doing that.
Gotta meme that.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
I am going to
Run away.
I'm there, do you see it?
No, I gotta help. I am.
I do have an escape
I'm gonna
plan if we need
throw a
it.
javelin
Like, we
at
do
this
it.
guy.
Like, just
You're
give me
gonna
the
throw
word.
javelin at the human.
Yeah.
You're going to have to roll with disadvantage because there are a serious amount of people in your way. But you do have movement. You can make your way up easily if you want.
Okay, cool.
This is me being a friendly DM in
You
this
are
particular
friendly
point.
DM, so I can.
So I will say that you do
beginning
have
you're
movement.
gonna-
The
I can
party
move from like
conscience.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, you got it. You can easily move up to the half orc here.
Yeah,
That's only
I'm
10
gonna move
feet.
up to him. I would like to.
I'm really enjoying it,
rage
but I'm
and
very
wail
worried about
on
what's
a
going to
bit.
happen when I try to stand.
What?
Oh my god.
You would like to rage? Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna wail on that half orc. 'Cause
So roll for hit. I mean, come on.
Come on,
If you're raging and you're swinging, you have
Half
to.
orc on half.
Oh,
orc
straight in,
action,
no
okay.
kissing.
straight in.
Even with it, like I can tell from the roll, 11 roll plus
plus
5.
5, 16,
Even with the roll, you hit.
and rage.
Yeah, full in. Roll for damage.
Sounds like
What are
rage,
you're
yeah.
swinging? You do
So-
have. You should have a modifier for your damage because you're raging.
Yeah, you get plus
It's
2.
your
Yeah.
proficiency, sorry.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
two.
So plus 2, plus 3, plus that's.
What her strength
I
mod
think it's
is.
at least plus 5 at
It
least
is.
For
damage. So roll damage on the battle axe.
yeah, which is a D8 right?
D8, which is
That one there.
Not that one.
You have it. You
Yeah,
have it
there, that one
Yeah,
there.
that's
That's
a
D8.
A D8 plus 5. Nice. 6,
Oh, that's
11.
It's 11.
Oof.
How do you want to go down?
Hey.
Jordan.
I'm gonna kick him in the kidneys.
A lot of kicks end in fights this round.
Yeah.
And then smack him over the top of the head with the battle axe.
So you come up behind this half orc, unassuming, like literally the half orc is going in for Manfred, and all of a sudden there's a boot in its back. And it's like, "Ugh!" And it kind of half turns, and then the great axe just comes down, and it's just like, thump. It just sees the blade. And it's like buried in its face, and you drag it down. Yeah. It is like its face just gets carved in half and
Hey.
pulled right down. And it just drops in a big crumple on the floor.
Night, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's out. It's out. So the half orc is down.
I presume I get splattered by this.
Yo, the gore is like so. The gore.
now you're bloody,
the
baby.
gore.
Now I'm a blood covered baby.
So what happens is
Viscera.
when the axe went like the kick in the kidneys, it literally the noise. Just you hear it. It's just like the grunt. Like, oh, and the half orc may have kind of pissed itself at that point. The battle axe coming down across its face, the gore of this kind of like dark green red ichor just goes across every woman in the vicinity. So you have these two fuckers here and Manfred and even Codeine get just like
A bit
like
smashed.
it's a crime scene.
Yeah.
It's a crime scene. The blood splatter expert would have a time. They would have a time. So is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, we are into this patchwork motherfucker right here, who is still under your thrall.
Yeah.
So they roll to hit that one lone, now quivering.
May I ask a little question to you?
Tabard
Actually?
clad human.
Yeah.
In character, out of character?
Not in character so much as, but I think this is something that I just want to know for myself. I presume you would know what this patchwork fucker actually looks like?
If he was right in front of me, probably.
Like he was, and also you
Yeah.
can see in the dark.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
The patchwork creature swings and drastically misses as it goes towards its former fellow tabard-clad creature. It swings down and it just ducks out of the way, and it's in pure confusion. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? And as it does so, it's going like, "Vah!" and more red spray emits from its face. In like the seams of its skin is just like, and like it's like, ugh! And the human is like, get the fuck! And it's actually poking it away with its own sword. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, Henry? Get the fuck away from me!
Henry's a patchwork.
Fritz again, I knew
Yeah,
it.
you guys can camp, but you have to bring Henry. Oh.
Next is Talazar.
Talazar just crouches, does his little anime run, so 5, 10, 15.
His Naruto run.
So
Weeb.
again, coming up behind on this guy, just swinging the bow staff.
Roll for hit.
Do I get an advantage because I'm coming at him from behind?
I don't know if it's a sneak attack.
It's not a sneak attack.
It's not a sneak attack. You don't have. So you're not rolling stealth on it. So like, it is aware of the area, particularly that it's turned around because its fellow,
Yeah.
tabard wearing person is attacking it as well.
This poor fucker.
19 to hit.
That well hits. Well hits. Like it's a sliver off a crit.
And that's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Nice.
This guy has already
Talasar has
taken
reversed
damage,
his luck.
so how do you want to take him down?
Hey!
Again, just whack him across the side of the head and just kick him so hard that he just knocks
More
across
kicks.
the fucking.
You
Twat him
bring
upside
your
the
bow
box.
staff down across the side of its head, and you just feel that satisfactory crunch
Hey.
as his jaw just dislocates and just shifts out. And you can almost feel through the shaft of the bow staff the gravel of what you've reduced his jawbone to on this
You
side.
hear the teeth
It's
rattling.
just like sand. And then you boot him to make good, pure fucking like whoomp, and his body crumples up against the nearest tree and he slumps down.
Dang. Talasar, you fucking beast.
And you're left with this patchwork creature just standing, kind of like twitching, in the centre of you all. Still
Still
under
under your
your control.
However, I will make an addendum to that, and it's probably going to go against the group because the action cannot be completed because the rest of the guys are now down. The spell breaks.
Which I was about to say.
I'm
say
so sorry.
that it just twitches slightly and then realises where it is.
I still have my bonus action.
Can I appeal for? Can I appeal to the party to cool it for a second?
Well, it's like each action moment is like a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
So it's realization of where it is. Henry comes to and is looking around you all
Henry.
and looks at all of his colleagues and is just like, fuck. And Henry just goes, has two of two things he could do. He puts his sword out and looks around as if holding it out to the nearest person to him, which would be Manfred,
God damn it! It would
and
be
gestures
Manfred.
towards Manfred to give them the sword. What do you do?
No, not him.
Not the
Not
big baby.
him.
Right, before the blood-covered sexy little baby does something,
Little baby.
Can I maybe make an Arcana check to see if I understand what sort? Because I
What he
assume
is.
patchwork isn't natural. I want to see if there's a kind of a magic involved.
Yeah, roll.
Can I do it as well? Because I'm on his back and I'm looking
You're
at
right
this-
there as well.
this
Yeah, you
old
can do it as
natural.
well.
Well, I don't know if he's natural. or
No, I have
not,
no
but
idea.
Yeah, roll.
I'm hoping to see if this thing's. I know what this is.
All I'm doing is just holding
Totally
his
know what
staff
this
just at his chin.
That sure is a guy.
Yeah, I know. No,
What did you get?
Oh, I got like a 5.
Okay.
Can I just say, if I think that this thing is unnatural to be on the earth, I'm gonna have.
I was about I'm gonna
Okay,
say
cool.
no. I
Thank
was
you.
gonna preempt
Cool.
that already.
Oh, sweet.
As you're trying to figure out what this is, Ogun leaps from your shoulders and wraps himself around the face of Henry and proceeds to claw and rip at the patchwork.
Jesus Christ.
I need you to roll a Constitution
Okay.
roll. As he rips away the skin, the red mist from beneath
So this.
envelops the area
Oh,
and envelops
bollocks.
Ogun.
Hey, that's kind of maybe good. My con is good, I think. I hope.
Probably like
Is
12.
it a con save or check?
It's a con save.
Okay, so give me a second now while I open this up again.
So the Constitution save, you rolled a 9. What's your modifier on that one?
My con is +3.
Plus 3.
12.
You roll a 12.
Because my Constitution is. Oh, sorry. So.
It's it's +3.
So you barely manage to jump away as the red mist envelops the now vacant face of Henry as his body drops and the mist evaporates from his head.
Henry.
Can I also do something? I also, if I can, I want to do produce flame and burn the fucker.
No, you need to
Okay,
roll a dexterity check to see if you land properly.
Okay, cool,
Because
whatever,
the
it's good.
mist is rolling you off,
Oh, right, cool.
and
Sorry.
you need to see if you
It's
land.
alive.
It's
Active.
I rolled a 5, so that's never good. +1, so 6.
you pretty much land on your head.
That's happened before.
As you
So good
drop,
landing then.
you land on your head and shoulders. You kind of roll into yourself, and I need to roll d6.
Oh.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as your head hits the ground.
Yep.
The red mist kind of leans towards you really quickly and then dissipates into the air. And Henry, what was Henry's face is now a vacant cave. There was no skull in there.
Bludgeoning is.
There was nothing. It's literally like a skin creature. There's nothing. It's a vacant hole, and the red mist is escaping off into the air.
So there's no difference.
Used to be in time of my sex tape.
You now find yourselves staring over the vacant body of Henry. It's now collapsed in on itself. The skin is just loose, and it's so many patchworks of different colour skin, and some of the like you see in the random torches that the now dead people have dropped around you. It's still illuminating the area, and you can kind of make out that his skin is like a patchwork of different creatures. He's not. It's not one person. Somebody has sewn together random patches of skin and made something out of it. And the red mist is dissipating completely, and as you look at his face, it's just a hollow. There's no skeleton under there. It's just a hollow face. The firelight, literally now 5 to 10 feet away, is still burning brightly. What do you want to do?
I just tell the group about
The order?
the tavern.
What do you want to tell
Basically,
them?
it's I explained that it's a variation on Vestus's, the old Vestus, who had once ruled the land. He was a bit of a tyrant. I'm sure many of you might know your history. But
Tom,
that-
your outside voice. We need to
Sorry.
project.
I'm sure many of you might know your history of the area, but Vestus was a warlord of this continent.
He was a king.
He was a king. King.
King of
yes,
Terris
sir.
Tular.
Yeah, king. And this tabard is a variation on his own tabard. His tabard was a closed fist around a sword, whereas this is, obviously, as you can see, is fist with swords around. So I don't know if this may be something to do with someone maybe trying to bring some vestige of his old guard back.
So Loran is poking the weird goop body with his stick.
I'm just burning it.
What do you do?
I'm burning it.
You're
I've got
burning it.
I'm stepping
I've
away.
got a control. If I throw this, so if there is fumes coming off it that look like it's flammable, I'll do it from afar. But it's the
Cool,
first.
I'm up at
There,
it.
if you, I'm just trying.
Are you going to throw a firebolt basically at this body?
I'll show you what. I'll tell you what it is.
At the
now.
body,
Yes,
or
I am.
at the body, or at the
The
fumes?
patchwork guy.
You're throwing a body,
I
a
want to burn it
firebolt
so
at
there's nothing
Henry's
left.
body. When
It's an empty body.
When
you're
Loran
Loran is
investigating it.
investigating the
Oh,
body.
she's near it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of like.
You can go for it, it's fine.
I'm going to say
You've done it.
you might want to step away from this.
Perhaps may I request you wait. Just for a moment.
How far is
Calm
the
yourself.
fire
Short
away from us?
round.
Literally 5-10 feet away. You can see the fire now. It's like
I want to go investigate to see if they've left anything behind, like weapons or potions.
Yeah, can I go
or-
with-
so. Cody and
I'm
Arthur make
already
their way
gone
into
that
the
way.
into the opening, into
Yeah.
the clearing where
I've
the
gone
fire
already
is,
towards
and
that.
your Talazar is going in there as well. And you three are still in the area where
Yeah.
the bodies are.
We're gonna look for booty. They're gonna poke things.
Well, I'm just.
No, I'm
this
just
thing's
going to warm my
unfilled. It
hands
needs
over
to
the
be
fire.
like there needs to be nothing left of it,
Okay,
and I just do it.
that's in character.
Okay.
That's fine. So
But it's the only.
Loran is
it's
like
the
next to
only-
the body, so you're going to flame it.
No, I'm gonna. I asked her to, if she doesn't want. Like,
He.
you might.
Character
Sorry,
he.
he
He.
might step back.
Well, you said you cast it as I was poking it, so
Well, I cast it and it's in my hand. There's fire.
I
in my
need you
hand.
to roll an acrobatics check.
yeah, that's fine. 11.
You vault just about out of the way as the fire just went and then incinerates the body.
I use thaumaturgy to put it out.
Prestidigitation.
Or prestidigitation to put it out.
Just as soon as the comes up, it goes down again.
I was afraid I wasn't asking.
Shade round.
So anger on his face.
On our walk, can I ask
Find them, you
Talazar a
only-
little bit more about Vessus and what kind of ruler would inspire people to support him many, many years after he's not around?
I need
Do you want me to roll a history?
I need you to roll a history check.
Okay, I thought you were going to say that.
No, I don't. I need you to roll a history because you right now, you know where your character's at in your head,
Yeah.
and your memory might not be up to this challenge. So I need you to roll a history check with disadvantage.
Oh, that's good. Disadvantage. That's a 14.
Pretty good.
14. You don't know. You're like turning to her going, "I'm sorry, but that's all I know."
Yeah, and my memory is quite patchy lately, and it's not something I'm quite familiar with right now. I've gone from normal voice to fucking cancer through back.
Barnaby!
Seems to be we all do these voices.
Around the
I need you to roll anyone that's in the area of the camp. If you're looking around, I need you to roll an investigation check.
I'm literally just going to the fire and just warming my
You're
hands
warming
on
yourself,
fire.
okay? Roll an investigation check for if you're looking for stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna
16.
just say
16.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what
dear.
came over me there. Apologies.
You sift around. You can't really see anything. It's
Yeah.
you just see like the fire. Guys, once like roll down the role play here. So you see the fire, and you see a few bits and bobs around, like a few satchels, but there's nothing major. You on the other hand, you're kind of moved further away from the fire, and you see there's a few packs here and there.
Okay.
And you rummage through them, and you find bits of food. You find a healing potion.
Yes.
And you also find a few crossbow bolts.
Nice.
And you find a book.
Do you know what the book says? What's it
I
called?
need you to roll a history check on that one.
6.
You have no idea what the book says. It's in a language. What languages do you understand?
Oh, I have Dwarvish and Elvish.
You have no idea what this language is.
Okay.
You look at it and go, what the fuck? It's like, no, I have no idea.
I do an impression of Chas Parliamentarius. No, wrong one. Fucking the other one.
I got you. I got you. I got it. And you pick the book up and you're like, it's a small, like a notebook. You've no idea what the contents is.
Right.
But you're like, okay,
Hang on to it.
you're gonna hang on. If you do you decide to pocket it, or what do you want to do with it?
Yeah, I ready my treasure sack. So I just wanted to say that
Nice.
today.
Okay.
I am going to pocket it,
Grant.
and then I'm going to get Stephen Fry to read the word pocketed it.
Is he
Do
in
you
the
get
safe?
that?
Stephen Fry pops up every now and again, just randomly like.
I don't know. Yeah.
Do you
Well,
want me to
magic.
check if I understand?
Oh.
What do you
Are you
speak?
there? Well, you're.
Okay.
Yeah, you're too busy looking through the ashes and finding nothing.
I'm finding nothing, yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do
Okay.
here. You're close to each other. So.
I'm going to yell out, Aratir. Do you understand this? Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah.
That was the wrong dice.
That was the wrong dice, was it?
Yeah, that's a D12.
Roll d20.
You gotta roll this one.
Oh, that one.
Probably not.
You look at the words, and the words make sense. They're like as in the kind of like what they are, but they don't make sense in the order that they're written.
Okay.
You're kind of like looking at it going, this is like some kind of code or something,
Yeah.
and you've no idea how to decipher it.
Can I look at them,
This
try to
doesn't make any
decipher this and just walk over and just look at what the language might look
Do you have
like?
understand languages?
Don't have comprehend languages, I just know Common, Elvish and Goblin.
Okay, well, you can roll for it, but you're going to roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, no. What is it, history you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 6, no.
No, you look at it and they mean nothing to you. It means nothing to me. And like, yeah, you go, no, haven't got a clue.
At this point, I want to join them on the campsite. I'm dragging the body along with me.
Oh, Henry.
Yeah, of Henry.
Okay.
Well, that's not Henry. He's literally
Henry is
skin
now
fat.
like
He's not
it's like when a bouncy castle
Yeah,
completely
he's not
deflates.
Oh, so I can just carry him.
You could probably fold him up and put him into a
it's a hard
bag.
Can I
image
do
to
that?
draw.
If you wish, I need what kind of bag or knapsack do you have with you, if anything?
I'm carrying a knapsack. I don't know what that constitutes.
Roll a strength check.
All right.
I want to see how well you can fold him.
Not very well.
So you try to fold up Henry, and you get as far as his head,
Cool.
and it's just his feet. Like, it's like when you're trying to roll up a sleeping bag full of air, and his feet just go.
Can I help?
Do you want to try again?
That is the thing. She can.
She can help, but I
is-
want to you want to really say this. You're going to help when he's rolling. So I'm
Okay, that tracks.
gonna lay the groundwork here.
I'm happy to
I will.
just carry him
I will.
around.
No. Do you want to wear him like a?
I'll wear
Like a
Henry like a
sash.
big scarf.
Dear
It's not like I can make.
It's not like you can make
So-
the smell any worse.
Oh,
That's
Ogan is just going to leave for this.
No, I'm no, not as in walk as in screw you guys and go home. As in, I'm not going to be because we've come to an understanding that yeah, okay, fair enough. Something happened.
While you guys
Sorry,
were talking, we have come to the understanding that as long as I need the body to do stuff, he won't burn it.
Yeah, but I don't know where the anger
Did you
came
guys
from.
come to this agreement like off camera or something?
We just nodded. We know.
Okay.
But while he's got it on him, it kind of like he smells nice, but that doesn't. So I'm gonna walk for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
are you there? Are you wearing Henry like a preppy jumper? Are you looking at his arms tied around your neck?
I think like a cloak.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Do you have a cloak on you at the moment?
No, I wouldn't have.
Okay.
One. So I think I'm wearing Henry as a cloak.
You've got humans.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. You can.
Yeah.
You now have
I just want
Henry's.
to tie his arms around my
You
neck.
just have like this flappy skin body.
Yeah.
Wrapped around you as a cloak, and it's tied at the arms around your neck.
Out of character, I'm waiting until I have access to maybe somewhere with a library or something like that, so I can have facilities to actually look into what this thing is. But up until now, I'm just wearing them as a cape.
Okay.
I just look at Manfred and I'm just like,
Oh, I don't look like a baby anymore. I'm gonna change that. No, I do.
you
Until you start
need
wearing
help.
Aratir is living for
I
Talazar's
do.
disgust
I
face
do.
right now.
You're quite correct. I do need help. Could you identify
You're
the
my own
magics
friend
in
right
this?
I just use the bow staff to just try and push him a little further away from me.
And
You feel a prodding in your back as you're like shifted along. In like you're still in the campfire area, but he's pushing you to the edge of the area as he does this. And are you trying to do anything?
I thought the prodding was Henry on my back.
You start to have a conversation with
Little
Henry.
bit of the rigor mortis.
Like Henry's just flapping skin at this point. Every now and again, as you move, a small pocket of red.
But as I kind of get there, I think Talazar was the last person to have the journal. Yeah.
Well, no, Talazar looked at the journal while Aratir had it in her hands.
Yeah, so I am being in the circle. I'm like, may I peruse?
It's technically not my journal, she found it.
But she gave it to you.
She did, to be fair. Do you mind if I give it to him? It'll get
Just
his
why
time
not,
wrong.
right?
I do enjoy to
This might
read.
as well happen.
Can I have a shot at recognizing if I see it?
Roll a history check.
In terms of languages,
Do you have?
I have languages.
Do you have understand languages or recognize languages? Or
I
my
have
head.
3 specific ones.
what do you got? What do you got?
I don't want to say them. Do you?
Can I message them to you?
Or here, I'll just hand over
Yeah,
the
message
sheet.
them to me.
Actually,
message
no,
them.
just hand it
message
over.
What?
God damn it, this guy. He's like mimic you, the person.
them. Yeah, roll please.
Ooh.
So am I rolling history?
Yeah, rolling history.
That is a 15.
Oh.
Our third whisper of the night.
The best commentaries.
This podcast is sponsored by Bunratty Mead.
It's not. We've already asked them to add us.
And,
Hashtag spawn. Hashtag spawn.
Kinsale.
No, we're not
say
sponsored.
me.
We can't say that. No, we get in trouble.
Okay, so for
It's
Gary
not
said
really.
Kinsale Mead.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Wayne's doing a
Noise.
stage
Rhubarb.
That's why I'm making noise, so
Rhubarb.
we don't hear.
Rhubarb.
I would try read a journal my character cannot read.
Click that one.
I saw that already.
I saw the whole thing. With you in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it. I liked it.
And then I like this one. Oh, you've been on.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Just on a side note, I'm going to go over to this guy here. I'm just going to tap him on the back and go, "You've got rotten
Who are you going to?
himself." I'm just
Talazar.
going to go
Okay.
and go, "You have rotten luck, my friend." Oh, my old flower, and I'm going to heal him.
You're gonna heal him. What is it?
I got,
Healing hands or what is it?
It's healing word again. I've got 2 in memory, so I just didn't think I'd need him. So he gets 4.
Now, what do the group want to do at this point? He gets 4 points of healing damage.
Yes, sir.
Healing points. 2 hit points. What do the group want to do at this point? You are at the fire. You kind of have your what you need to do. Do you want to continue on? Where do you want to go from here?
Is this just a random campfire off the side of the road, or is this near like a wall or anything?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, God. Can I
That
do that
is
too?
a 9.
9.
Can I do that too?
Anyone? Yeah. If you want to roll a perception check on this area,
Okay.
what you get?
I got
19. Is that 19?
16.
16. Okay.
I got 12.
12. Okay. Talazar,
it's
you
too
don't
organizing.
see anything. The firelight is too bright for you as you're quite close to it. But the Owen and Codeine and Arthur notice that right next to, like literally a step over and through the brush, there seems to be some form of stone wall that is half collapsed on the far side of the campfire. It seems to be the outer area of a kind of like a tower.
I suggest, seeing as they
Now you don't see this, they see this.
yeah.
So can I ask just one thing? We're in the camp. How many like places to sleep is there? Because I want to see, have we killed everybody, or could there be more
good
people?
idea.
Well, we haven't killed Jared.
Please roll an investigation check.
Investigation. That's what it's. Awesome.
I'm
Very good,
currently
sir.
looking at the journal that he has, but I can't read, so I'm just like, fun.
You have no idea.
I am completely frozen up, transfixed by it.
Yeah.
Like ignoring everything around me.
Oh.
Right. So what did you ask me, good sir, Queen?
What was that?
To roll?
Investigation.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, okay.
Archer, what do you
Not
think
good
of
at all. That's true. Oh, okay.
Not bad.
That's good.
Is it?
Okay, so you look around and you see a few kind of like sleeping mats and a few kind of like blankets here and there. The numbers seem to match up. You have the two people that individuals that you first encountered,
Yeah.
and then the 4 that you encountered in the forest. That seems to match up to the group that you have.
Yeah.
As you're investigating, you notice in one of the sleeping mats, you see a scroll.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
What does the scroll?
Do you want to pick it up?
Well, he's not going to be able to read it.
It could be.
You can. No, you pick up the scroll.
Yeah.
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 It's in common.
Oh, cool.
It's basically what the scroll says, and do you want to share this amongst the group?
Yeah, hey guys, I found stuff. Oh, on a side note, I think we killed everyone in this camp.
The scroll reads as orders from High Acolyte of the Dark Grasp.
Some guy called Alex.
That's the king of the
what
trolls,
else?
right?
What else?
The Lord of
So,
the Trolls.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an order from the High Acolyte that a warlock has stolen part of their kind of inventory of the redness.
Yeah,
So
so
there's just
red
says the
inventory
redness.
thing was robbed, and Alex wants it back. I
And
think. Here, have a look at that.
The High Acolyte has told the lieutenant that they must retrieve it.
Yeah, they're looking for.
At all costs, they must retrieve.
The red.
Is that thing we're looking for? Hey, who wants to look?
You, as far as you can tell, it says the redness. The scroll is pretty hurried. You can't really make out a fair bit of it, but it's just kind of like
milk.
The redness.
this is what they have to find. At all costs, they must seek it and find the warlock that stole it from them.
Oh, did we just kill him? Because he was covered with that redness stuff that came out of his mouth. So, I think we just killed him. But anyway, anyone have a look?
I have
I just
an
take the
ink
scroll and
and
just-
sheet of paper in my bag, and in an effort, because I feel like he's trying to make a conscious effort to learn how to read and write, so he's actually copying the journal that he's reading down onto like a piece of paper.
Is
He
he?
doesn't understand it, but what?
Who is? You are?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I need you to roll
He's-
for that.
Okay,
Roll a
what do you want
d20?
me to roll?
Just roll a d20.
Well, it's not a d20. It's a 12?
You copy it pretty well. You don't understand what the symbols
No,
are,
no.
but you're copying it down pretty well. Pretty solid kind of like version in your own journal of what that is.
Yeah.
You've no understanding what it is.
No, but he looks proud
But
of it.
all the symbols and diagrams and everything
He's
are
showing it to
straightforward.
everyone. He's,
As you do this, though,
oh, good. Safe.
the pages just
Oh.
out of your book.
Oh,
Shaw's bad.
we
They-
don't like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, we need to
They
do
just-
something about
The pages from your book just like and it's literally Thanos went and the pages just
Snapped. Okay, so hang on a minute.
You say we can talk anytime.
Yeah.
But every time I go to, there's a difference between talking and doing.
Yeah,
Like
very.
corresponding with her and saying, I don't like the way he's looking at this. I don't like the relationship between him and this.
You didn't
This
say
is
you
not
don't
gonna
need to say
happen.
this to him.
Yeah, I'm saying it to her.
He's got
And
a
I'm
dead
agreeing.
body skin
Yeah,
on his.
so what
What
are
do
we
you
doing?
want to do?
You gotta help your noobs out.
What do you want to do with the fact that he's reading that book?
What is
It's
that?
not
book?
about reading it.
It's not that he's reading it, he's enthralled, and Loran just copied it and
evaporated.
it evaporated. So there
We're
appears to
very
be
sus-
something.
yeah.
I'm very suspicious. There
Yeah.
appears to be something magical about what he's reading.
I
Not
don't.
even slightly.
Oh, that comforts me greatly, normal man. I am going to.
It's
Norman.
Norman.
Oh my god! Oh, really?
Yeah. Norman Manfred. He's got man in there twice.
There's nothing magical in the text itself.
What have you so
Can we
transfixed?
wrestle this from him? Tell us how to wrestle
Are you
this.
going to try and grab the book from his hands?
I would encourage you not.
Are you going to try and grab the books from his hands?
No, because he's got magic going on. His little mimic you
Hey,
tails.
give me
Is that what you want
a
to do?
second, I can check, because magic's bad. I can check.
Do you want to do a check?
Can I? No, I mean, like what I'm going to do, like, it looks like I'm about to cast some kind of spell, but I'm literally just going to climb up and just peer over and see what he's reading.
But again, you need to do a history check.
Well,
on what he's reading.
if it's anyway magical, druid magic, I should be able to.
You need to do a history check on
Okay,
what he's
cool.
reading.
Well, then I'm finally going to
But he's interfering with our
force me with
plan.
history.
He's jumping in there.
He's jumping in
but
there.
like in the same instance, are you going to try and grab that book from his
We're
hands?
gonna get this shit.
Can I make an estimate of what time of night it is?
You've been now in the forest. You left Threshold kind of towards midday. You've been in the forest for about 3 to 4 hours. So you're talking about 4 to 5 hours. But it doesn't matter because the Threshold forest is literally encompassed. It's all covered. There's no sunlight getting in here. It's a
Can you
deep,
kinda see the
dark
big guy?
forest. It's musty. It's heavy.
What do you think, Arthur? You gonna wait for the wombat to do something, or we?
No,
gonna
I'm
check
gonna
this out?
take it.
Yeah.
Hey!
Now,
Let them do
are you
their
going to
thing.
try and grab
Yeah.
the thing? Are you doing your jump
No,
on
this
his
is a
shoulder
joke.
at the same time?
No, I'm
In the
defending
no, you did say to me in the same instance you were trying to jump on his shoulders.
I was going
So
to.
what do you want to
Sorry,
do?
she's called me a wombat and I've instantly forgotten what's going on. Going, hey!
You're distracted. What did you get?
3.
3.
I failed.
You try to grab the book from his. I need you to roll an attack roll.
Are we not coming in at the same time, no?
An attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what kind of attack roll are we talking?
Just a hit.
Am I adding anything to it?
No.
Okay,
Just
that's a 13.
What's your armor class?
18.
18. What's your armor class?
14, but I haven't come in yet. I haven't
Okay.
rolled anything yet. Why am I getting hit?
No, you're not. So Arthur tries to reach for the book. You just put your hand out, and there's a blast. It doesn't phase her in any way, but it's defensive.
And it's a warning.
It's a warning. And you back up.
Bitch!
And there is a Mexican standoff between you, Arthur, and Cody. And that's where we're going to end the episode. Yay! Until the next time, we will take it up here. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of Pubcast Plays Dungeons and Dragons. We hope you've been entertained in some way. We may have had a few technical difficulties along the way,
But we have been thoroughly entertained.
Yeah.
I hope you've had a good time.
Are you not entertained?
Please
Kudos to
feel.
DM win.
Yes, thank you, good sir. Thank you, good sir.
This is just the start. So, if you've enjoyed this, please comment on YouTube, comment on our Facebook page, comment on Twitter, Instagram, the whole lot.
All the comments.
Comment everywhere. This is going to be available on our YouTube channel. It's going to be available on Spotify as a podcast a couple of days after the YouTube channel episode goes up. So we hope you've enjoyed the introduction into this campaign. We have loads more to show you, and loads more to show you with these people here really playing these characters so well. So until the next time, folks. Does anyone else have anything they want to cover? We good?
No,
We all
we're
good? It was fun.
Until the next time, folks, we will see you. Thank you very, very much for tuning in.
Bye.